is I, Devious Dave Rose, the unconquerable, Soul Invictus, coming to you here on Sunday Night Live. And as always, let us show our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today. We have It's the Costanza, Steve Callan, Festlove, Extreme Shaft, Danimal, and I'm sure that a few more people will start to filter in. I did try to message as many people as possible, utilizing Skype so that they would be aware that I'd be live. And obviously, being on a alternate channel, it will, require a little bit of effort to make sure that people are aware. But Tuesday, folks, Tuesday. That's all we got to wait for. Then we go back to my main channel. And this is part of one of the updates and news reports I was going to tell you, is that there's going to be a huge celebration on my channel. Not just for returning, but big news in store. I can't really reveal too much just yet. But it's not just going to be to celebrate my return to my main channel. It will actually be for much more. Festlove in the chat says, gonna fire up grill in an hour. Great entertainment on a Sunday. I hope so. I hope that I can provide. I've not streamed from this channel over the last few days. I've been busy. And it's not like I don't have the ability to stream, but, despite the false narratives made by the trolls, yes, there are days where I don't stream, that I choose not to stream, that I can't stream, or more importantly, I have regular duties to conduct in real life. So, unlike your little fairy tales there that you tell yourself so that you can sleep well at night, or at least try to, no. Dave Rose does actually have a life in the real world and has to attend to certain responsibilities, unlike you fuckers. Oh, there's Jacob RP in the chat using his filtered photo to look like an animal. I was actually listening back, just as a side note, I was listening back to my last Drama Emperor show on this channel, on the Grand Tribunal channel, which was, I think it was the Drama Emperor show, but it was episode 26. Yes, it was. Episode 26, Unconquerable. First of all, huge replay value. Despite the annoyingness of my voice and, some long-winded, I should say, explanations, great replay value. A lot of content. Again, my channel gets struck. What do? I fucking come back with a fucking beatdown of an 8-hour, 39-minute, 26-second stream. And truly, that stream was named appropriately, Unconquerable. And then I did a diner the other day, episode 39. These videos, by the way, will be uploaded to my main channel. Many of you obviously have come from my main channel, so you're aware of them. But there's many people that I've been trying to get in contact with who have left messages on my channel indicating specifically that they were not aware that I had this alternate channel. And I did try to inform as many people as possible. But there's a lot of people that don't use Skype that weren't aware of this sort of thing, and it took some time to do so. But we only have to wait till Tuesday. It's not a big deal. But I will say one thing. So there's going to be 2 surprises in store. Okay? Obviously a celebration of my return. But then there's, well, I want to call it Project X, but we can call it just about anything. But I guess we'll call it Project X for now. That will be released probably Tuesday. I may do multiple streams Tuesday just to fucking get all this shit out. Then there's the surprise that I had promised everyone. I'm still working on that. That may take some time because I'm working with someone and they're busy, and I'm totally accepting of that and you know understanding. So that'll come when and if it comes. Okay, things happen, but so we got those. Okay, so we've got celebration. Okay, celebration of the Emperor's return. We've got Project X. We've got Project Y, which was the one I just told you we have to sort of work with somebody else to wait for everything to come together. And I guess then we're going to say Project Z, or Z, as you Yankees inadequately say. And there's, again, a few things that are planned, but the most that I can tell you so far is that there will be a celebration stream on the Devious Dave Rose channel come Tuesday. As always, I do love to accommodate all my viewers who many times when I do begin my streams at 1:30 to maybe 3 in the afternoon are still chugging away at work, need a nice diversion, need that fire to reinvigorate them. And I do my best to provide. So that is what I'm aiming for. We're looking for an early afternoon start on Tuesday. And no time limits are being set right now. So the celebration itself will go as long as it chooses to go. Then there's Project X. And it looks very likely that I'll have to, well, no, that I will choose to air it on that same day. If the celebration stream gets too long, well, then I'll just air it the next day. That's fine. There's no need to be impatient, people. I'm announcing certain things, giving you an idea as to what to expect. Much more consistent that than might normally be encountered by Dave Rose, but I've had some time to contemplate what shall be done. So we will be seeing multiple videos stream, maybe, again, possibly 2 or even 3 streams in one day. But that's only because there's so much to discuss, so much to reveal, so much to expose, and so much to relish because of my great success. So I very much look forward to the next coming week. So there'll be a lot of content if everything holds to plan. Regardless, that celebration stream is going to go for some time, but the additional projects that are supposed to be subsequent to those are also planned to take up much time as well. So I'm very much looking forward to my return to my main channel and to be able to go right back to where I was doing what I want to do. But I will say this, is that we will be getting, finally, we will be getting Darkest Realms. There's a few other projects that I do plan. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff to discuss of all different sorts of topics. So obviously we won't be able to adhere to the narrative that the haters want, which is, oh, it's always about drama. Really? Well, wait till you get a load of me. Because what I'll be reviewing, what I'll be showing, what I'll be doing on my DDR channel, once I get back there, will show everyone that I can do anything, and I can cover any topic, and I can do anything, and I can entertain regardless, or at least keep people preoccupied if they're working and they need something to listen to, or a white noise so that it just drowns out their environment. That's fine, whatever you want. But either way, I will be producing. Many people out there, especially critics of me, don't produce anything. They'll produce things once in a while, hope that a few minutes of a video might actually prove themselves to be correct, or call into a show to say shit about me and still not be able to back it up. Yeah, of course we know who we're dealing with here. But it's not going to change how I conduct myself. And just wait till Project X. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about that I would just rather wait till we get back onto the main channel, because I want everybody to hear this. I know Jacob RP is in the chat, so I wonder what he thinks about my 13 viewers. I mean, on my other channel, I was getting 70 viewers at some points, 50 viewers normally, 40 viewers regularly. So, maybe a lot of people are busy on a Sunday night. After all, it is the Lord's Day, and they might be doing something with their families. But regardless, I did want to advise you that there's going to be a lot coming up as soon as I get back on my main channel. And I'm craving it, looking forward to it. And the best part is that it's just going to just destroy people and just prove them wrong, and really, push the shit in for a lot of these individuals that seem to get very triggered about my actions. And it's funny because I believe I've moved quite on from He Who Shan't Be Named. Now, yes, are there other people that continue to mention his name? Yes. Well, he did sort of bring that upon himself, and he did create a reputation that to this day people still comment on, and obviously are aware of. But I believe that I've done a good job in moving on and not making an effort to not mention that. And again, that's to me, that's over. That's done with. Obviously, the Emperor conquered all, and that's it. That's it. It's over. So I know that there's people trying to make fake accounts, trying to stir shit up, but no, you're not going to step into that conflict or that former conflict between me and that other person. I can see right through it, and guess what? The sparrows see right through it. They're coming constantly to me, fluttering around me, saying, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. It's like, yeah, I appreciate your work, but it was quite evident that this person was a fake, and they're just trying to stir shit. But I always love having an extra pair of eyes on things. And if it's multiple pair of eyes, even better, because one of us might miss something. But if you get an army of sparrows, they can deplete your harvest and destroy you. As such, controlling an army of sparrows myself, I have that ability. So their actions are always appreciated, because I do love to have that comparison to be absolutely certain. By the way, we are keeping our Skype lines open tonight. So if anyone wants to call in, hang out, chill on this lazy Sunday, if you wish to call it that. It is an overcast sky today here in the country. And rain should be starting any moment now. It's been somewhat delayed, but we have leaden skies and much humidity. So it's only a matter of time before it starts. But the rest of this month is going to be awesome in Ontario. We're getting our Indian summer. And what an Indian summer is basically when, you're in fall, you're in autumn, and the temperatures, which would normally be dipping a lot lower, just boost up. So the daily high and the nightly high are comparable to summer. And that's one of the things that I so much admire about Ontario is that there's, every year there's always that possibility. And sometimes it comes in even stronger. So this month, October, in Ontario should be really, really nice. And that is probably also affecting the changing of the colors of the leaves. And being more in the northern part of Ontario, you usually see that more often when, I guess, the climate runs normally. But, well, not normally, but when it's cooler, when there's no Indian summer. But this Indian summer is obviously allowing for trees to not change their color or their leaves, color of their leaves, as quickly as you would normally experience. And that's something personally I love. I love the outdoors and so forth, and just driving in the country, watching, the scenery, seeing just this array of colors, and the smell. The smell, quite honestly, is the smell of rotting leaves. But there's something about that really, really makes me appreciative of living in this province. Let's see what else we have. We're getting more viewers. Oh my God, we got 18 viewers. Wow. And I guess the trolls aren't, maybe they're busy today because we only got one thumbs down, but I'm sure that'll change soon enough. As a side note, I will say this, I do want to address this. So, when was this? Yesterday at 3:38 p.m., which probably was a little bit after my stream, maybe. I can't remember. But Keith Barber decides to message me and put himself into a situation that he shouldn't have done so. So he wants to speak about a certain amphibian who I'm choosing to not name or discuss directly. But he says, "Can you please tell me what disability has? I promise I won't tell anyone." Well, Keith, that's unacceptable. Entirely unacceptable. You should not be asking these sorts of things, nor would I ever give them up. You have no place to ask this, especially you with your kid. Why don't you show me your papers? How about that? Why don't you show me your papers first? Because clearly there is some sort of mental retardation there. Whoa, yeah. So you show me your papers, and maybe I'll discuss the matter further. But for you to say these things, it's disgusting. Like, what business is it of you anyways? What business is my issues with others your business? And this is what's so comical about all these other people is that they actually think, they're like, oh, well, you let me on your channel. So, or you let me in the chat, or you took my call. So therefore, you should just easily be willing to give up this information. But it's just like, whoever said you deserved it? And more importantly, it's just like, what makes you think you have the right to even ask that when you yourself are someone of questionable nature? Speaking of which, this is an image that he sent me, Keith Barber. The caption of this is, hold on. Where is it? Come on, dummy. There you go. My map of Canada. Now, I didn't realize that Nova Scotia was next to Niagara Falls, but yeah, this map from you is somehow, I don't know, proving the requirement necessary to tell you about that certain amphibian. I mean, who are you to say that? I'm too much of a saint, to be quite honest. Way too much of a saint. I could be a lot harsher, but it does take effort and revolves a lot of energy. So let's see what else we got here. A few things I want to revolve around in regards to drama. I'll play this. This is from YR show yesterday. Victimized This After Hours with Bullfrog Tony Speaks Out, Joe Cronin Show, mystery guests.
Come on, 30. No, we got a 30.
But I do want to just add that I do look forward to finally go back to my main channel and to have, first of all, the drama celebration, well, the community celebration, I should say, and then the secret projects that I plan to put out. I think you guys will enjoy them, to be quite honest. And I will be putting effort into them. These will potentially allow for multi-hour streams. So, if your week is looking weak, pun intended, at least you can expect that Devious Dave Rose will deliver. Not too sure in what format. Well, there'll be multiple formats, to be quite honest. There'll be standalone episodes, like the celebration. There'll be... Well, okay, let's reveal a few things. There'll be Drama Emperor stuff. There'll be Diner stuff. And there'll be more. So stay tuned. Because as soon as Devious Dave Rose returns, we're going to go on a fucking rampage.
31. Come on, 22. Guys. This is all your fault, 11, nothing. This is all your fault, YR. 27, nothing. You bring me bad luck. 35, nothing. 36.
Welcome, Derailed, News and Podcast in the chat. He goes live tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Because you can't spell EST, or you can't spell best without EST. Yeah, you fucked that one up, Dave. First time, though, to fuck that one up. But he says, is this shadow ban for you guys? Check your sub box. I'm starting to think that there's a very good chance that yes, I am. Let's continue.
32. Nothing. Okay, last one. Come on, winner, chicken dinner. 7. Fucking nothing, bro. Well, there's $40 down the drain. Oh. Loser. Fucking pieces of shit. Speaking of Ken, I did check in with him and everything is okay. Unfortunately, the chocolate is a bad thing, man. But nothing, thank God, to his actual family. Okay.
What do you mean? Okay, what happened?
He's okay. It's the dog had a little situation with some chocolate.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story was that Ken unfortunately left chocolate bars that were going to be sold for his daughter's school, I guess in an accessible location, that the dog ended up eating them. I don't know. I've got a bias, so I don't want to blame Ken on this. I kind of want to blame his daughter on it. But regardless, the fact is that his dog's okay and everything's cool. He had to deal with some shit. Dog had to vomit. But hey, dog's cool. Ken's cool. Everyone's cool. And shit happens sometimes. Dogs will sometimes a dog will just somehow go into the trash and eat a chicken bone and then starts to choke, and then you got to go into action. It's not any fault of your own, but, that's what happens when you have a pet. And it's just something you got to deal with. It's not something that he intentionally planned, nor was it anything that he wanted.
So
What, he said something on the show about it?
No.
Wait, he had in the stream early because His dog got sick?
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't hear
Oh.
about last
I don't watch
night?
all this. Nah, bro.
Oh shit.
Well, I guess you should have been watching a good quality show rather than whatever shit you were watching there, YR. Look, there's only one place to be on a Friday night. It's on the Foulmouth Network for Friday Night Fire. Come the fuck on.
Bro. All right, so we're going to cover it. We're going to cover what happened. So it sounded real bad.
Mr. Wesley. Mr. Crusher. Adjust the warp drive to 1.25. In fact, let's not move too quickly on this anomaly. Ready, Mr. Crusher? Engage.
Bad when it happened. Like, because Ken, I guess Ken has like high anxiety, like, like some of us.
No, I don't believe Ken has high anxiety at all. In fact, I know for a fact that this guy's he's like fucking an Easter Island stone. One of these carvings, statue carvings. He's fucking solid. Yeah, does he get riled up from time to time? Yes, it's probably the Italian blood. It's being in New York. It's probably related to that. But the guy stands firm, stands tall, and he stands his ground.
But
and also the holdings that like we all have. Like, oh, well, what the fuck? Are you just trying to fucking blanket everyone with having the same sort of symptoms you have? Oh, everyone has anxiety? Really? Really?
I would freak out just the same, if not more, if not pass out, bro. With my little dog, because he's only 5 pounds, if he eats any sort of chocolate or anything like that, he's dead. He's good as dead, bro.
Look at this. He looks like Latino Dave needs to address Latino, or actually mestizo, Jacob RP on the chat. What does Jacob RP? What does Jacob RP say? He say, yeah, but who really gonna tune in to watch Drew tonight? Well, he spells it TN, so that must be in T9. LOL, nobody. If you've seen his views as of late, he's starting to rocket. And you can deny it all you fucking want, but all you got to do is tune in and watch those fucking numbers go up, watch the interaction in the chat, and it's clearly visible. The other day when I called in, I was amazed at the number of people in the chat who not only were there present, but they were addressing things that I was saying and stuff. Drew, you're going to have to correct me as to how many people. I think I saw more than 200, but it was over 100 for sure. You're going to have to correct me on that one. Derailed says, if they don't, then the show will go on. Yeah, exactly. I didn't expect many people to show up here because, well, this is where I'm relegated for the time being. But there's enough people out there that are interested at least in hearing what I'm saying, whether or not they agree with it. From the, dislikes so far, it looks like a lot of more people are agreeing with it. But regardless, is that I still do my thing, despite all these supposed haters. Let's go back to the chat here. Jacob says, it's cute to promote Drew, but come on, LOL. Who really watches his show, LOL? Did you see that interview that he got with that girl that went viral when she delivered food to this black lady who then tried to claim all this fallacy like, oh, well, you delivered it late, you're racist, blah, blah, blah. The guy got the exclusive fucking getting the interview there. And you're going to just discount that. Or the fact that people actually are tuning in more and more because this guy is covering topics that people are constantly talking about. So he's constantly getting more and more subscribers and views from people who are nothing, like have no part in this community. Why? Because he's pursuing stories that the general public are more interested in. Let's see here. Then he says, Jacob RP says, Drew is podcasting what Mariah Carey is to podcasting. I have no idea what that is, but then again, if you really want to show people there, Jacob, just fucking start doing shows on your channel again. Show us how wrong we are. Show us how it's done right. Show us how superior you are to us. That's all you got to do, really. You got the computer, you got this apparent setup, you got the connections. You can do this. You can do this if you want. So why don't you show us how much better you are than us? Costanza says, DDR as champion is like Trump being president for another 4 years or more. I guess. Let's see here. Apparently, Jacob is laughing because he can't come up with a witty comment. Derailed actually says peaked over 700, settled between 200 and 400 though. I've never breached that. I've never breached 100 viewers. So this man fucking getting 700? I think that speaks a lot about the effort he puts in, about the quality of work that he does, and the topics that he discusses. So that alone, it's the numbers. Like, I know that you're emotional there, Jacob, but, you know, things like numbers have allowed Western civilization to create masterpieces. And you apparently don't seem to understand this sort of thing. Travis says, Jacob, you can talk shit about Drew and think it's cool, but he actually puts on a good show. Maybe give it a try sometime. It's too intellectual, Travis. Sorry. Basic fucking news stories. And not so basic, but he does provide things that are in the mainstream, and he provides it in a very, what's the best term? A non-offensive manner. He's not pushing limits like I do when I fucking present people with information that I know is absolute fact and that will totally blow people's minds or initiate some sort of cognitive dissonance where they actually react violently or emotionally. Drew does it different, and he actually is quite I wouldn't say skeptical, but he is open to a lot of different things, but he also presents it in such a way that it's not aggressive, that people who haven't been pushed to the limits of actually being forced to think, and that is the truth, Drew, at least have that stimulation that begins, where at least they start to question stuff. That's good. Why? Because there's different methods to reach different people. My way, shakes them like a British nanny. And either that might lead that to them to be woken up, or it might lead to sudden death syndrome, or whatever the fuck they call it. But yeah, that's my method. Nikki Nine's method, totally different. Drew's method, totally different. We all have our own ways to do this. Back to the chat here. Goon says, also paid sponsors. Costanza says, Jacob is a Lakers fan. That explains it all. Zachariah Khan says, Dave, the voice of the voiceless. Well, I just try to be the voice. And some people agree with me, some people don't. But regardless, I've got to stand up for what I believe is right. And I don't care about all the shit that comes around it. I've said things that people consider over the top or totally ludicrous, but if I can back it up with actual statistics, facts, and documentation, I don't look so crazy in the end. Derailed News and Podcast, who goes live tonight at 9 p.m., says, The Goon, I've had a couple hit me up recently, haven't accepted yet. Not sure if they want to bore everyone with live ad placements, though. Seems tacky. And Costanza says, didn't a Drama Diner show get viewer bot that hit 300 at one time? Yes, that was a strange situation on the DDR channel. I believe we got close to maybe 600 viewers. I remember that day clearly was odd. Somebody had, enrolled the assistance of a bot farm, because it could only have been that, and that was what produced those results. Evening, Mrs. Foulmouth Ken, aka Shannon, in the chat. Hope your Sunday is doing well as well. That's right, I said as well. So let's continue here.
He's gone. and I would literally pass out and turn white. In any other situation with even humans that have gotten wounds, blood to death, blood out, veins, cracking a bone.
Actually, let me ask this, the lovely Ms. Shannon. I haven't heard from your husband yet, but I did ask him if he planned to go live tonight with No Hard Feelings. So I would like to know said information so that if I need to accommodate said potential stream, that I could do so. Thank you.
I put my fingers deep in somebody's fucking shoulder bone and pushed it off and pushed it in. Fucking, I don't mind any of the gory shit. Cuts, stitches, my arm, I sliced wide open. Fucking, you could see my my fucking what's the tendon in your wrist? I can't remember the name, but it was fucking
I did that to myself one time. That was fucked up.
just wide open on a piece of glass. None of that bothers me. But if my little doggy just like eats something bad, he ate one time, bro. He ate.
Actually, still have the scar. Now to look at it. Could have been fucked up with that one, but hey, by the grace of God, amen.
He went in the trash and he ate strawberries that were moldy. I threw away moldy strawberries, and he didn't even eat the strawberry. He only ate the top because it's for some reason there was only the tops left or something like that. And he started seizing up and like doing some weird twitching and fucking, you know. And I was like, I stayed up all night just next to him watching him, you know. And he slept on my chest, like, you know. It's bad, dude. It's bad with my little dog. So I would have passed out, bro. I would have passed out. No doubt about it. So
that sucks.
Last night Ken was streaming, and you know, Friday night, and all of a sudden you hear the mic ruffle, and you hear him start yelling, and his wife is yelling, and he's like, "What? What's the matter? What's the matter?" And I when I heard it, I thought, here's what I thought originally when I heard it.
This should be rich.
I originally thought his daughter ate an edible, like the whole bar.
Well, I never thought that once, so that's kind of retarded.
And she didn't realize it was an edible.
Also, Ken is not that negligent. Just to even conceptualize that possibility, I think is quite inept, to be quite honest. I don't not think whatsoever that he would do said thing. And I'm not going to reveal any more information as to why I don't think he would do that, because it relates to other strategies he utilizes in his life. But regardless, is that, you know, I thought it was bunk from the get-go.
Because it sounds like someone's coming out to the room and saying, "Oh my God, I ate all this chocolate. I don't know what to do." And I thought that's what happened. It's like, oh shit, like this girl's like 10 years old or something, or 8 years old, and she ate chocolate. Like, holy shit. And you hear Ken go, what's the matter? What? Shannon, oh my God. And he's like flipping out. And I'm like, oh shit. And then fucking, and then she starts screaming, probably.
Dude, his kids are his life. He would never fucking even allow for that to happen.
Yelling at him. Like, why would you do that? Why would you something? And then
apparently, Jacob Barber says, "How do you know, Dave? Because unlike you fucking dirty half-breed, I know Ken. Okay? I know he's a stand-up guy, and I know his character."
And Dave and Nikki, the professionals that they are, take over the show. And I forget who was...
That is true. Very professional. I carried on. I did a great job, I think. And it was very good. I continued like nothing happened. And we had some good conversation. I did sound a little drunk, though. A little tired. It's okay. But I think I did good job. Nikki, good job, too.
Actually on with them, Alex Payne. And Alex Payne...
Yeah, it was a little challenging to deal with, but I prefer him over Mello.
Keeps like he was like, saying something stupid, and Dave's like, "All right, Alex, relax, bro. We're gonna."
No, that was part of the gig of me being an asshole.
Gonna take over the show and do what we do. Like, relax. He's like, someone said.
Yeah, the deadpan fucking asshole humor. That's my gig.
Something about muting a stream, and then Alex is like, "I think it's a little too late for that," and Dave's like, "All right, relax, bro. Like, chill out. We're gonna take over the show. And then a couple minutes in, you hear some ruffling and yelling and stuff. Obviously, they're trying to figure some shit out, and the stream, his thing wasn't muted, but it's not like you really could hear it because people were talking, so you really couldn't hear it, right? And all I know is somebody, like, I think it was Vikings, hit up Nikki or something, and something in the chat or something was said, and it was like, be quiet so we can listen, like let's hear it, like something so we can hear it. And Nikki Nine's like, dude, like there's like levels to this shit, bro. Like you can't fucking, that's someone's personal life, bro. Like we're not gonna fucking sit here and listen to his shit going on just for your fucking guilty pleasure, you fucking creep. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Which I don't blame him 100%, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. You know what I mean?
Unbelievable.
Comical.
So I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it.
Comical.
Like those people are fucked.
Acquitted of murder.
Wait, hold on.
No.
Yeah, that's really annoying hearing.
Yo, was Vikings on the call?
Good
Was
more
Vikings
sense.
on the show?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
God damn.
Punch it. Punch it.
But yeah, I heard of the story of the woman.
We're running a show.
Weird form because like there's Ray, I feel oh Jesus. I didn't know what was happening.
Dang, they really got in a fight. Like, they really, like, not a fight, but they got, like, they were yelling? Like,
Really, I
what did I
remember.
just hear? What did I just
It
hear?
might be off. It might be off actually. He might have edited it out. Let me see if it's here still.
We don't have, bro, if we don't, we can dive in and monetize this. I don't want to fucking.
Well, I don't think it's a
This
big
is
deal. I think
sensitive.
nobody died. No, it's nobody died. Nobody,
Oh.
you know, thank God everything's okay. If it was a serious, it's like a deathly, like something bad. I think the dog ate a little chocolate, you know, like a kid's candy. So it's not like, you know,
All right.
if the dog ended up like dying and like, you know, that would have sucked. And obviously,
Jeez.
but I think it's edited out because I didn't hear this weird like boom, boom, boom. I didn't hear that before. So I think that's might have edited, you know, happened, edited out there. So let me just see.
Don't remember what the outcome was.
I think you know of.
Does anyone
Where the
know in the
woman killed the
chat? What,
children.
Page. All right, I told Ken I was calling him tonight, and this is when I called.
What you like the tell him what
Nietzsche and sort of Nietzsche. I just wanted to call again. I wanted to call again and tell him about
you
the
know,
war of the Nietzsche and things of that. I just wanted to hear them screaming.
Welcome.
of that sort of
Welcome, my
I
friend.
wanted to
Nowhere,
be
nobody
here.
cares.
Oh, it looks like it again. The Skype is being the stupid. So bear with me, senor, for just one moment while I get this working for you. And we will welcome one of the greatest people in this community. His name is Foulmouth Ken.
Dave, what up, brother?
How you doing, man?
What's going on?
I hope you're doing better than the other night, but I'm sure Pooch is doing better.
Well, we bugged out because he ate almost a whole box and there was tinfoil in his throat. And both my daughters were like flipping out, running out of the room with him, like laying in their arms. So it was a fucking serious situation.
The chocolate,
Yeah.
well, it sounds like this was milk chocolate, which isn't actually that bad for dogs. But when it comes to fucking having foil stuck in the back of the throat where you're digging in deep to try to pull that shit out, that could be scary.
Yeah, that's what we were doing, and it was all hell broke loose. And
Shit.
I fucked up, and I had the box in my hand when I came in through the door, and I laid it on the floor like a fucking idiot next to my bag because I was like, oh, I'll just leave my bag in this box here until I'm done with what we're doing, and I'll just pick it up after I'm done. And I didn't even think about it. Like I just, you know, and she's known for getting into shit, you know. So, it was just, I don't know, it was a bad
Shit
mistake.
happens, dude. Shit happens. You
But
know,
the
it's
funny-
not like you intended to kill your dog.
But the funny part is Shannon warned me and said, you know, make sure you put those away somewhere so he can't get, you know, they can't get to it and shit, you know. So, and
Well, you know my difficulty in admitting that a woman could be right, but yes, I believe in this case she was.
the Skype is all fucked up right now. I don't know what's going on with it, but I think I'm going in and out.
I'm hearing you fine.
But yeah, so it was just and honestly the dog like really fucking was scared. It was scary because the dog was like not, I don't know if he was like it was weird. It was like he wasn't breathing at the point. So it was like, I don't know, but he was fine after this because I had to like take my finger and put it in his throat and like pull it out and like all this tinfoil and paper. And like, I was like,
Ugh.
what the fuck? You know, like just
Stupid dog. Hope you fucking learned your lesson.
this is the first, like, this ain't the first time I've left something where he could get to it. So it was kind of like, Shannon was kind of like, you know, pissed. And like, if the dog died right in front of the whole family, it would have been a massacre. So, and that's what it looked like it was going to
That
be.
wouldn't.
So,
Yeah, that would have not been very good.
yeah. So I fucked up, and you know, I made a mistake, and I left that there like that. It was just stupid, bro. It was
It
fucking,
happens, dude. It's just that's the thing, though. Anyone to judge you on this just has never probably even owned a pet, because even if you were to fucking try to protect this shit, dogs have a way to fucking get into things. So,
Yeah.
and it's happened before with other people. It's like you lock it up, and they still somehow they chew through that shit, and they fucking eat it, and then they fucking start to hurt.
When my daughter ran out, I thought there was something wrong with her or you know, my other daughter or something, because like she ran out with like the dog and the what was left of everything, and I was just so confused. Like at
Yeah, but
first,
Ken,
you know,
I do have to address this. Sorry to interrupt, but this is more important. Sorry, but what do you? How do you address these people like uh, Tony, for example? I was gonna say Timmy, small Timmy, but Tony, who says that he thought that you had left an edible out, a chocolate edible, and
I don't
like-
even eat apples, so I don't have. But I could see how he could have thought that, because I mean, like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on at first, so I was just saying whatever because I didn't know.
yeah,
it
but
was,
Ken, let's be honest here, man. Okay, so the dog's one thing. Leaving something on the floor, you might like not think about it. But a fucking edible chocolate bar, leaving it just there on the fucking on the counter with a sign that says "Eat me," you're not doing that shit. You would be hiding that shit if you did have it. You know?
Yeah.
You'd be like, you're very protective about your stuff. Your fucking your Yoda fucking pipe, all that stuff. That doesn't get exposed to nobody.
Yeah, I don't bring shit like that into my house.
Exactly. So the thing is, though, for somebody to assume that somehow you were so negligent as a parent, considering, you know, the type of person you are, who is so protective of his family, he'll fucking start to do stupid shit and say stupid garbage on fucking streams and stuff. So Ken shows that his family is number one, and he'll fucking kill for them. So you think that he'd be negligent enough to fucking leave a chocolate bar out that was edible for his daughter to fucking get, you know?
Yeah, if that was the case, I would have been in jail. You know, but you know, I probably could have got arrested if the dog died. I don't know. Fucking, I left these fucking things on the floor like that. It was just stupid. It was
No,
just
you
very
wouldn't get
dumb.
you wouldn't get charged for that. That was not something that was intended. So there's no intent that could be showed in court. And this is just something that happens day to day. Dogs unfortunately die when they eat chocolate, and sometimes they just somehow get into the fucking chocolate. So, you know, but that's the thing though. You handle it like a boss immediately. As soon as it fucking was brought to you, you did your thing. And, you know, the sports that we are, the fucking professionals that we are, especially the first Falmouth Nation champion, we kept it going, and we did our thing, and, you know, I think we added to the show, and we kept things cool.
Yeah.
And,
And
dude, shit happens, man. Like, nobody's fucking judging you on this. It was a good show. It was a different vibe, but I'm liking that. I'm liking the fact that each show can have a different vibe.
I've never done that before, you know, where I had to leave the show, but like my daughter, she has like little, you know, she has like anxieties, and she's at that age and shit. So when that was going on with the dog, like my daughter went, you know what I mean? So
How long have you had the dog for?
For like 7 years.
Okay, now what was your daughter's age? What were your daughter's ages?
They were like 5 and
okay, so
5
this is clearly ingrained in them. Like, this is a member of the family. This is somebody that they really care for. So of course they're going to be fucking feeling that way if like their life is, you know, threatened.
It's like she can't breathe sometimes if she panics and shit. So it was like I was worried about the dog and them, and I'm trying to calm everybody down. And I was saying to myself, I could just imagine what people think is going on right now. Like, what the fuck, you know? But I didn't care. You know what I mean? Because it was like, it was like
Well,
take care of
hold
what I
on.
had.
You certainly aren't dramatic as that certain mestizo there in the chat who is constantly grooming his eyebrows, despite the fact that he called you emotional. You are a fucking rock, dude. You are a rock. You fucking
Well,
defend your
I'm emotional.
family and like you keep this calm.
I'm a big emotional person. That's definite.
I know, but that's the thing though. When it's time to fucking be the rock, you are the rock.
Yeah, when I need to fucking put emotion in the background, I can do it. Like any man
You
should.
deal with conflict extremely well, especially unexpected issues like this. So, yeah, somebody could be talking shit to you on a video and you're fucking railing on them, saying stupid things. But once a situation like this comes about, you're fucking total pro and you get business done. And
You know
that was
what, Dave?
evident. That was evident last night, but it's not the first time that you've done that.
I did fuck up though, man. Like that was a bad mistake on my end. Like, and
Dude, it
a
happens,
situation
man.
created
It
for me,
happens.
and it was just not a good thing, and it put my family like at it. Like, if this dog would have died, like, and the kids would have seen that happen, and
Well,
all this
Christmas
shit,
is coming, and you could have easily bought them a joy for Christmas.
It was just not good,
And
like to think that I made that situation happen to the point where this one's hyperventilating and I'm getting screamed at and I'm trying to deal with all of these situations at once. It's like I made that all happen, So I was very down and out.
would you like to point out to a situation where maybe your wife or your kids did, something similar? Because I'm sure you could find something, but you handled it like a boss, right?
Listen, it happens, but and they're
Exactly.
good. Trust me, man. My daughter was like taking care of me the next day because I got to also text when I was live with you guys that I had to be in 2 hours earlier.
Oh yeah.
Earl told me, and I was like, so like you can't do that to me and just hit me up hours before I'm supposed to come in and be like, you got to come in 2 hours earlier, like. So I was just pissed off, and I was like, fuck, I got to be at work literally in 4 hours now. So after everything was said and done, and I went and I worked almost like 13 and a half hours, almost 14 hours. And by the time I stayed up because I didn't go to sleep. And by the time I got home, late Saturday night, I was fucking shot. I was just beat. And I felt bad about the dog because I kept calling all day. How was the dog? How was the dog? How was the dog? How was the dog? And he wasn't good in the morning. And they were like upset about it. And he was like still like wouldn't walk and he wouldn't go on the bed the right way. And I was like, oh man, I might have killed this fucking dog, man. Like I might have fucked him up. But he's 100% now. So like I got lucky,
That's good, man.
Yeah.
We got YR here on the chat who wants to say something.
All right, so I didn't control what Tony. I mean, I don't think Tony. I don't know. I don't think he was being malicious with what he was saying because about like the candy bar or whatever.
Yeah, I know. You guys know I don't really eat edibles. I don't really,
No, I know. But that was on him. I didn't even know what fucking happened, bro. To be honest, like I was, I just learned about that. So, and then when I learned it was like,
But I'll tell you this, man. Like you think like you hear freak things happening, and you say like, how the fuck could that happen? Like, how would that person be that stupid, or how could that situation occur? Man, that situation popped up like so just
randomly.
Like yeah, and just like innocently, and all of a sudden it was like you want to talk about 0 to 1,000 in a second, bro. It was like, because both of them come running out with like the chocolate in their hands and the dog in their hands, and the dog's like limp with like fucking chocolate all over his face and his shit on his teeth and like, and like trying to gag, but there's no noise, and it was like, oh, fucking panic mode. And my other daughter was sitting there trying to hold her breath, and like she was like bugging out, and so it was like panic mode, man. 1 to 1,000 in a second.
Have you ever have you ever had your daughters take a first aid course?
No, but I got to tell you, they have come a long way, bro. Like especially my older one, like they've come a long way, like dealing with stuff in their lives, and they really are starting to turn the curve on all this shit that's happened in the last 2 years of all of our lives with COVID and all this shit. And they really are starting to adapt and change and for the better. So that's a good thing. And I'm proud of them. Like, you know,
I suggest you get them. I started taking first aid courses at 12, and I continued on,
their mom's
to this age.
So their mom's a nurse, man. They know a lot more than like your normal average kid
No,
would.
of course, I'm sure they do. But the thing is, though, to get that certification and stuff, to at least go through the paces, to be able to go through the, a potential simulation of what you're encountering is beneficial. And there is something called pet first aid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
there's courses that teach you how to do that.
oh, really? Pet first aid?
Yeah, I'll send you links and stuff. I don't reveal too much about what I know or who I associate with, but yeah, there are people that I know that actually instruct this. So you can definitely find that where you are.
They definitely know more than average kids because of Shannon, like being a nurse, and because they went to his mother with fucking breast cancer and learned all about that while their mother lost her hair. And, so like they've learned a lot in their lives. They've been through a lot. And they're adapting. And you know what? Like my daughter made me feel better the next day. And that's like one of the first times she's done that in years because she's a typical 16, almost 17-year-old. And like they go into like this fuck you, fuck the world type thing where they just don't deal with their parents well. And I was almost the same way. But she is changing now to where she's showing a lot of love. And she definitely, because I felt bad going to work. I really felt terrible about the whole situation. I just really was down and out about it. Like I was supposed to protect my house, and like I just let like a bad thing happen. And I was down and out. And I didn't expect any of them to be like sympathy towards me because I didn't deserve it. But they were. And, so it was really nice that my daughter fucking hit me up and was like, don't worry about it. Everything's all right. He's getting better. Everything's good. It was a mistake. And, so they're growing up and adapting. So that's a good thing moving forward. So it's been tough.
When do you move out of state?
Dude, my sister just lost her job and her husband's a fireman and he's about to get like fucked now too, all the firemen in the city. And they're going to bring in the National Guard to put out fires in New York City. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's see if they could drive those trucks through the city streets like my brother-in-law does.
They're also supposed to be treating people in the hospitals. All these people that they're firing, they're supposed to be treating them in the hospitals. Yeah.
So my sister gets fired. He's about to get fucked too. And they're already looking out of state. And
good.
My father spoke to me the other day and was like, your mother asked me, like, what happens if she moves out of state? What are we doing? And he was like, and I told your mother, my son's here. I ain't fucking going nowhere without my son. And she's like, but what about your daughter? And he's like, well, we'll drive to see her if we have to, but I'm not leaving my son alone on fucking Long Island. Like, whatever Kenny decides to do.
Well, then, Ken, it's time to move to Texas or Florida.
Well, I mean, dude, you know what? Bro, if it was up to me, I'd be out. But, it's not fully up to me, And my girls are almost out of school. They're both in high school. So maybe in 3 years when they're all out of school and they're, going to college, maybe that's when I can fucking bounce out of here when they decide to go somewhere for college if they can by then. And you know what? Seeing some of the shit I saw yesterday about the vaccine again, man, I'm just not on board with it, man. Like it's turning people's blood into like a sludge brown color. And like the people who are unvaccinated have nice bright red blood still. And like all these vaccinated people have like sludge in their body. What
also, babies with black eyes.
What the fuck is this now, dude? Like, I don't want nothing to do with it, dude.
This is the hill that I choose to die on. I will not yield.
How much
Canada's... Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like I'm going to be an alien. They fucking put this thing in me. And now all of a sudden I'm going to be like voting for fucking Democrats.
Can you watch our boy, huh?
Who?
Mr. J.
What?
Mr. J.
I don't know who that is. Who's Mr. J?
Mr. Rams.
Why is Mr. Barber calling me on Skype?
Oh, right now?
Mr. Barber. Yeah.
I think Dave mentioned them earlier. How much is gas there where you're at, Ken? I was gonna ask that.
It's going up.
Wow.
It's definitely going up. But I listen. I don't take what he said personally. I could understand how if you're listening to shit because it didn't sound good at all, and that's why I put music over it because it was just horrible, and I don't even want to hear it. It was getting me sad every time I heard like it, and I just was like, I can't listen to that. So I'll tell the truth. I fucking put a song over it. Like it was horrible. I don't want to hear that shit. You know, like I fucked up, and and I can understand because I was confused at first too. I didn't know if my daughter was sick or like at first I thought she ate the candy with the wrapper on it and like tinfoil was in her throat or something, or like I didn't know what the fuck because she came out with this box chewed up and it looked like just all ripped up candy bars and all this shit, and I was like, why, like what the fuck's going on, so I didn't even know myself.
Well, the big thing is, and I didn't hear it myself, but multiple people confirmed, and even Travis TLC in the chat here. Vikings was kind of being a dick about this. He wanted to hear it when like
he was asking people to speak quiet. He was asking them to listen in on it and like, what do you want to hear? My wife yelling because I was a stupid fuck and I fucked up. Like, what do you want to hear that, Minnesota? You know what? Hook up with me on the phone and I'll $5.99 a minute and I'll have Shannon yell at me. And how many minutes you stay on? $5.99 a minute. If you want to stay on for 20 minutes, that's fine. 5 minutes, whatever you want. I'll do that for you. But yeah, that's about all you would have heard is Shannon yelling that I almost killed the fucking dog and the whole family almost because my daughter was in a panic mode and it wasn't a good scene and we fucked up. It was my fault and yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, apparently to Vikings fan, he's just going to try to seek any drama that he can because he can't even win a Hemi in the community. So he just wants to try to shake things up, but he fails just like Jacob RP.
Dude, he gets very miserable. He gets very fucking just like miserable about things. And he hits me up with negative shit all the time. And I'm like, dude, like, stop being so negative, man. What the fuck? You're always negative. Like, like, have fun once in a while, dude. Whatever happened to you having fun? Like, at least
that alludes to a little bit of what I plan with my projects this coming week once I can stream again. But, if you think that Tommy can keep you positive, you ain't seen nothing yet. Just wait till I get back streaming on my channel, people. It shall be a new age. Hey, it sounds like we have Tommy on the call. Is that you, Ken? Okay. Where are you going on, Ken? What are you saying? What is happening?
Yeah, real great. No, there's a big football game on tonight, though. Later on.
That's and Giants won. They both fucking won today.
Wow.
I don't watch the foosball unless it's CFL.
Both football teams won today.
Oh, so apparently this message was that apparently JB is live with Joe right now for Corrupted podcast live Q&A.
Just had to go live.
No coincidence whatsoever that I'm going live. No coincidence.
Corrupted. The reboot. It's the woke reboot of Corrupted. So if you guys want to hear some woke podcasting, head on over.
You want a joke? Go woke.
It's a woke woke reboot. Reboot.
It's a woke worked reboot.
Remember, times and people and things have changed dramatically, and what used to be good might not be good anymore. And what used to be
verified, Ken, verified.
Who knows? But the world is backwards, and a lot of people have to adapt. And if you don't adapt, you get left in the dust.
Yeah, and more importantly, when you put emphasis on profit over fun, your frustration becomes very clear.
That's what I'm saying, man. And when it comes to a situation where it's always, like, hey, the only way I'll, do that is, for this, it honestly, it ruins everything. It ruins fucking everything.
And that's why I think your strategy is best, even with the belt and all that sort of thing, is that you're doing things in a way that is anything close to that, you know?
Yeah. And you know how I am, dude. I'm thorough with that shit. Like, I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and making everybody as happy as I possibly can that work with me and I interact with. And and I'll tell you, it's not even about like strategy or anything. It's just about doing the right thing. Always just stick to doing the right fucking thing and you'll be fine. Like when the shit hits the fan, if you stick to and you learn from your mistakes and you stick to doing the right shit, you will eventually.
Well, if that was the case, then neither of us would be getting the shit that we get, Ken. Because when we stand up for what's right and we are the voice of the voiceless, then we get shit on.
There's a big difference between saying and doing. You know what I
True.
mean?
True.
And there's certain things that are done that nobody knows about, good things, and it doesn't need to be brought up or shown or said. And good things come to people who do good things for people, and that's the bottom line. And listen, some people are miserable even though they get good things given to them. They're still miserable and still feel like they need more and more and more and more. They're not grateful for what they have in front of them. And you don't need to have a lot to be grateful for a little. And I learned that the hard way because grow up with shit in your life and you'll fucking see what having things really means. Lose everything and then you'll notice what it all means. You won't be sitting there complaining about little tit-anny fucking things in life. You'll be grateful for everything, and there's big difference of people. Like, listen, comedy's comedy, funny is funny, interesting is interesting, entertainment is entertainment, and we all possess a little bit of something we all bring to the table. Everybody does, good or bad, in this, good looking or ugly in this community. Everybody has a little something. There's a bunch of talented people in the community on all sides, but like I said, the bottom line is to do the right thing. And that doesn't always happen for some reason, but hey, you know what? It all works itself out at the end. I feel, like even if there's a situation you don't like that you try to correct, even if you can't and you're doing the right thing, eventually it'll all work itself out anyway. That's how I feel. I mean,
well, that is the logical stance to take, but people, again, are so impatient. Like, again, Jacob RP, who we have a little poll in the chat there, he's so impatient. Like, I should be popular. Like, I'm on all these shows. Like, why don't people like me? It's like, that's not how it works. You just can't force this sort of thing. And if you're not liked, well, then you're not liked. It's as simple as that.
With not only Joe, but some people around him who say, oh, yeah, they get their subs from Joe and then they run. And it's like, no, dude, nobody gets anything. Nobody grabs. Nobody takes anything. It's given. Given and earned. Yeah, 100%. All of it is given and earned. And you know what? You can't sit there and expect just because you get on somebody's network and you got a couple of hundred people watching you, that somebody should flock to your channel and hit that fucking button. It's like, that's like that guy Sean. Like, he just thinks that it should be this way. Like, I should have these people here watching me. Like, it should be because I want it that way.
Expects it.
That's not how it is.
I mean, like,
Go ahead.
Drew, real quick, my bad, real quick.
No,
Before
cool.
I forget. With Drew, I've been harder on lately, but at the end of the day, dude, he has put in the work. He has put in all those hours to help Joe, so he does deserve his subs, his stuff, and all that.
Putting out on his own shit too, bro. Like, he's put a lot of man hours into both Joe and himself. And he's reaping the benefits and he's, happy and proud of what he does. And he has every right to be, and just like every one of us do. There's people that are happy with 200 subs and they're like, damn, I wouldn't think in a million years 200 people would fucking come and hit my subscribe button. And I'll tell you, when I first started Foul Mounts, we were counting the first 100 people like that were on there, and we hit 100. We were all like, "What the fuck? There's 100 people on here. You should have seen us." We all four of us were like, "What the fuck? That was 100 people." We were fucking bugging out over 100 people. So, like, you know, that's the fun of it. That's the fucking.
Now, what do you guys say about this? Where Jacob RP is in the chat right now. Poll is still leading 89% to have him banned, but he says, "And damn, Dave, and damn." Again, he doesn't know English, so he doesn't use proper grammar. But he says, "And damn, Dave mentions me a lot. LOL. It's all good, Dave. I love you, bud." And then he says, "Ooh, Dave, what the fuck?" I'm not sure what's referring to. But here's the thing, though, is that, a nail that stands out gets hammered.
Dude,
Dave Rose, is the type of guy, like, he goes duck hunting. So, when you get a spread of ducks in the sky, you just fucking aim and you fucking shoot. And that buckshot will take out, whatever you can get. So,
dude, he said the same thing about me recently. That, Ken only covers me. Jacob RP. It's like, what, dude? I talked about you for like 10 minutes, man. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
But that's the thing that I've talked about more on this show. But regardless, is that it just seems to be that obviously his narcissism and his ego is getting to him. So any coverage of him, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, is still considered that we're obsessing over him. But it's so obvious. Sorry, go ahead.
He hits me up with "you're a fake" and "fuck you," and I send him hearts back. I send him hearts back.
Really?
And that's also why he's here, right? I mean,
yeah, bro.
He was shitting on Drew earlier, bro, in the chat, and it's like, bro, he has no right to be shitting on Drew for him being in the chat or whatever. Like, bro, Drew earned all that shit. Jacob RP, you just talk that you're gonna do this, he's gonna do that, you're gonna be all this great things and all this, do all these great shows.
Hold on, let me interrupt for a second. Jacob says, "I know what I'm doing, Shan. I like messing with Dave." Now, obviously spelled incorrectly, but that's the thing, though, is that you can't pull a Cronin here. You can't go from kidding to not kidding, and then kidding again. Either you stand by your stance, and you're held accountable for it, or it's all jokes, and you're just a fucking court jester and a clown, and nobody takes you seriously. But so you can't get emotionally reactive as you have with me or with Ken or with others when you're claiming that it's, both sides. You can't have your cake eating it too. Sorry, Ken, go ahead.
He spent a lot of time over on Joe's, huh? He got used to what Joe does, so he's using the whole joking, not joking shtick, right? It's like, that's why he belongs over with Joe, because he uses Joe tactics. And he's a Joe guy. So, like, there's no reason to be over here, dude. Go and hang out with Joe and still have fun over there. And you don't have to fucking deal with all of us that you don't like anyway. You don't have to deal with us. You don't like any of us, right? You don't have to deal with us.
Well, I heard you say that the other day, and you were absolutely correct, is that if he's so obsessed, because he came on, and I call this out, he came onto your show the other day because he admitted it, is because he wants to play that side. But it's not excluding going back to Joe and stuff. Now, he is saying in the chat, well, I'm a star. So obviously more to the egotism and stuff. And more importantly, we've seen this with the way that you reacted, Jacob. You can't fucking hide this stuff. The fact that you've done streams where you think that you should be a star, why aren't people watching? You did the other day when I was going live, you tried to go over me. Within 10, 15 minutes, you were done. And then you came back to my chat and admitted, oh, well, I wasn't getting that many viewers and stuff. He also says in the chat, Ken knows why I said all that. He knows what he did. Ken, I don't know what you did. Did you murder somebody? Did you fucking stomp a kid's face in? Like, what happened that he's going to say this?
I don't know. What is he saying?
I don't know. What is he saying? Wire, do the line.
What is he saying?
Saying exactly,
perfect,
bro.
I'm gonna have to clip it. Oh, now he says he's never admitted anything, Dave.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, exactly. That's the perfect response too. It's
fuck up.
It's
you know
comical. That? Sorry,
Dave. Did you know that he's a fuckawi on his father's side?
Is he?
Yeah, he's half fuckawi. He gets lost and he turns around and goes, "Where the fuck are we?"
Well, you know,
He's a-
apparently he was never taught to be a man.
He's a dildo, and he just wants to fuck around. And like, it's like Yankees won. Fuck, Yankees are in the playoffs. Damn it.
You see, Blue
Good
Jays
for the
are doing good.
Astros.
Blue Jays are doing real good.
Why? Because
in
Dave.
baseball. Oh, who you talking now? You talking to Shannon?
And the White Sox are hot too right now.
Oh
Dave.
my God, she's so
Oh,
right.
Tony La Russa.
She's so right.
What?
The Red Sox right now are in the 9th inning, and if they win, they're in the playoffs. And she's like, I bet you that's why they're on, because he's going to change the title of the fucking show as soon as the.
Oh shit! Right. What channel is that on national TV? Let's see.
Yeah, and if the Red Sox win, they're in, because the Yankees just won and they're in. They had to win their last. And fucking same thing with the Red Sox. So I guess Joe's on that Red Sox clout. You know what I mean, babe?
It's October, baby.
October. Yeah, but look at this.
Oh.
Yeah, but you can't go to any games, can you?
No, I can go to the games because it's in Jersey.
And they don't have that mandate there?
I don't think so.
That's nice, at least. But fuck, man, this whole shit, like, there are places now in Ontario where basically if you're, you know, a renter or something in a house or an apartment building, they're saying you have to prove that you're vaccinated to live here. And it's just like,
Wow.
yeah, we're getting bad. We're getting real bad.
Oh, I'm not doing it anymore. I got my little car thing. I'm just gonna fucking scribble on that piece. From now on, I ain't gonna go and get no more of that shit. Mr. J changed my whole. Damn, I should have listened to him before I got that shit. It's like a month after.
I try to warn you. I did try, but there's ways that you can expunge this from your system, but I don't know to what extent. I know with regular jabs, I'm trying to avoid certain words. Regular jabs,
Right,
you can
me
do
too.
this, but like this one's a very different thing. If honestly, if I started to show you the shit that I'm getting access to right now, it'll scare the shit out of you because it scared the shit out of me, and I don't know. I honestly do not know, and I've got, I believe, a fair bit of knowledge when it comes to alternative remedies to pharmacological imposed crimes. But dude, I don't know how to fucking deal with this. I'm gonna have to fucking research for you, dude. I don't want you to die. I don't want to fucking frame your obituary. But like, yeah, I'm concerned, so I'll be looking into that for you.
Look at.
What are you laughing at?
Dude. Dude. What the fuck?
What happened? Did you smoke something? I'm not watching the Skype call. Like,
Oh, dude, I'm just looking at something on YouTube right now, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, God damn, what the fuck happened to that dude?
you
I
crazy
can't-
kids.
Oh, my
Crazy
God.
kids.
Wow.
Jacob
Talk about-
RP is suggesting that you call into Joe's show. With,
Talk about
Joe
looking-
and JB there.
Talk about,
Oh shit.
you know what I mean, Dave?
What do you mean?
Talk about looking like a Muppet. I'm sorry.
Come on, bro. He came from fucking Auschwitz or
You know,
something.
they got to replace that stupid. What's that? The cry that like that sound effect that's used in so many movies and shit.
Dude, I heard
The
they're going down
Wilhelm,
memory.
the Wilhelm cry.
And skinhead looking motherfucker.
I heard
Replace
they're
that
going
with
down-
wire.
I heard they're going down memory lane right now, and you got to make sure you don't mention one person when you're talking about
Yo,
old.
call in.
Oh,
Ken.
you can? Are they? It's you that they don't want to mention, right?
Oh, you should call in, bro.
I'm getting
Oh,
messages right now. I'm getting messages right now telling me, yo, these guys are talking about old corrupted podcast bits and stuff, and like you could tell it was said, yo, stay far away from it. Like,
Phony, fake bullshit.
man, it just shows you how fucking.
You know what's? I mean, look, Ken. You got to explain this to me. Somebody's got to explain this to me. We'll take Skype lines open. But okay,
guy looks like
what
Baron Corbin over there.
what is the difference? What is the difference between me and you, Ken? Okay, so we've both wronged Joe in different ways, and I guess we've wronged JB in different ways. So, but that's the thing, though. He'll name you. He won't name me. Sometimes he might name me, not name you. And it's just like, but and then the stories that he tells. So we know that obviously these stories are manufactured, they're embellished and exaggerated. So he'll say a story about you where you basically went through a village and killed all the kids, and he'll say something similar about me, but like never associating us with each other, and always sort of keeping us separate, but always willing to sort of come up with these sort of fantasies to sort of pose us into a certain position. And as we know, with newer viewers, they're not aware of the past and stuff. And even people like Tony and stuff are like, I've been around forever. Like, dude, I've been around for a year. It's like, that's not forever, dude. So you've got these people who are just totally, ignorant of the past, and they'll totally swallow whatever fucking lie is given to them. So what do you think about that?
Oh my God. Did you see that, Dave?
The John Travolta photo? What movie is that from?
Swordfish.
Hey man, don't touch my hair, Mr. Carter. Mr. Carter, don't touch my hair, bro.
He looks
So-
badass in that fucking
You don't remember that movie Swordfish?
That was Swordfish?
I think from like 2000.
No, yeah, it had
Oh.
Hugh Jackman, right? And Halle Berry.
Yes.
That was him in there? Wow. He
Hello,
looks
Byron.
he looks the part. Give him that.
Pitbull. Guy looks like Pitbull. MIA, Miami. You know
No,
what
he's
I'm
got a
saying?
predominant chin. He doesn't look like a half-breed mestizo like fucking Jacob RP in the chat.
Dave doesn't know who we're talking about, but I'll show you.
I know exactly who you're talking about. He's a fucking failed rapper and a piece of shit.
No, he still doesn't know. I'm about to show you. I'm about to.
I know who you're talking about. He was on WWE, wasn't he?
No, you
Have the
still don't know
stupid
who we're
songs.
talking. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. You get where we're going here?
I tried to stop myself from laughing, but oh my god, yes, that is awesome. That is fucking awesome. Should I show this? I should show this.
Yes.
I have to show
Straight-
this.
straight from Auschwitz,
It'd be
bro.
criminal. It'd be absolutely criminal for me not to do this. I'm sorry, people. I should have been a lot more aware of this. But ladies and gentlemen, this is literal art. Okay, this is art, and it must be presented here on this show. So let's just see here. I don't know what the fuck I was doing here. I was setting up a new stream. Let's make a new stream, or a new scene, I should say. Let's just fucking do this. This will be a lot quicker. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is fucking awesome. I should have fucking made the correlation before, but well, I appreciate being shown to be the idiot that I am from time to time. This is
Boston won.
I think definitely what people will enjoy. What? Boston won what?
Yeah, we're still gonna see Yankees versus Boston postseason. That'll be cool, But Boston did win. They're going. They're going to.
All right, now that's time for Joe.
Oh
to
my
change
god,
the-
guys. Oh my god. You guys are you're savage. You're fucking savage.
So it's time for Joe to change the title of his show now. Watch. Boston Red Sox make the playoffs. JB and Joe rejoice.
And there you go.
Corrupted.
There's the graphic. And let's see what people think about this comparison. Shout out to Six in the chat. Been trying to reach all those that might not normally get the alert. But yes, this comparison is quite quite interesting, to say the least. But Bailey has more of a, was it a Jim the Anvil Neihart type goatee going on than a full connected. I'll give Travolta that. His goatee is looking nice and tight.
Is there any episodes in The Simpsons where Mel?
Mr. Carter, my goatee's looking nice, right?
Mr. Carter, I'm going to shoot you in the head if you say anything about me.
Oh, Mr. Carter, oh.
Guys
there
should
an
just come out
episode
of
in
the
The
closet
Simpsons?
and just like, or just say like, look, I like women, I like men and women, and that's the way it is. Just come out, just fucking admit that, Travolta. Like, he's not the best actor, but he's done good roles. I'll give him that. There's some roles where he really plays them extremely well. So.
Oh my God, dude, what the freaking nature
Oh my
is that?
God! What the fuck did you just send us?
What is that, an Amish Cyclops?
Who is that?
It's like a goddamn dude. That's like a fucking Amish Cyclops.
All right. Well, I think I'll end this chat. Sorry, the poll here, and it looks like 70% of people say that Jacob should be banned from the chat,
Wow.
and only 30%, which I'm sure are multiple fake accounts, are stating that he should remain. So, gentlemen, I guess we're gonna get rid of him, huh? I mean, it is funny to sort of shit on him and to see his reactions, but this is what the people are asking. And after all, this is for you, the people.
Get him out.
All right. Hey, Jacob. Hasta la vista, baby.
Eckerly.
There you go. There you go. Adios, señor. Hasta luego.
Mustachio.
Yes, we do not tolerate those that are just so obsessed with their appearance that they choose to groom their eyebrows to the point of obsession.
All right, that's enough. Come on.
What, do you do that?
Look at Ken.
No, Ken's, that's a lighter, okay? That's a lighter. Was it, there was a guy that actually...
No! Oh, come on, I don't want to see that. Oh, my God. That's me.
There's a guy in Canada that had a cell phone holder that had a pistol attachment to it, so it looked like the handle of a pistol, and it was tucked into his pants, and people called the cops on him. He was at a beach. People called the cops on him, and he got arrested, and then they figured out it wasn't real. But that's the problem. If you don't have, like, Texas-style, gun respect, not control, respect, you've got the ability where people can carry a firearm and there's nobody's questioning it, because an armed population is a polite population.
Oh, you bet your ass it is.
So when are you going to be slinging a AR-15 over your shoulder like Dr. Earl, walking the streets, be like, "You don't tell me what to do. I'm not talking about nothing. Let me point my rifle at you." I would have loved that if he had that his rifle at that point when those bitches were trying to mess with him, and instead of having to pull a fucking gun like a knife on them, all he did was just fucking flex his fucking AR-15. Oh man, it would have been so cool.
Why you point rifle at me? I'll fucking burn you to the ground, faggot.
Why is Keith
I'm
keep
1/4
calling
Cherokee.
everyone,
I can shoot a crow at 1,400 yards.
I'm 1/4 Cherokee Indian. The eye of a split of a fucking hair across your ass. You fucker.
Eye of the hawk, ear of the wolf.
Scumbag faggot you are. Bring tear to eye how much faggot you are.
No, he would.
Hey, bros.
He would say something like, "Killing you would not bring tear to my eye. Would bring me joy, much
Would
joy.
bring that.
Celebration ensues."
No, yo. He goes, killing you would bring happy tear to eye.
Yeah, exactly. Bring. Oh man, I can't even think of the word now. So yeah, you're better at improv than I am, but
Hey, Rose, did you like the map I made of Canada? Yeah.
Yeah, I colored it in rainbow color.
yeah, that flag. That fucking map definitely was questionable. I'll put it up on the screen again here, but I don't know what kind of world he thinks we live on, but certainly.
I want
Stick to the Van Halen.
I want you to lay on the bed and I'll map your body.
Actually, YR, I bought some canvases and some paint, and I plan to start painting again. And
I want to know.
I'm gonna actually try
Really?
watercolor, which is not anything that I'm skilled with in any way, but I'm up for new things. So I'll do you that fucking favor, and I'll make you that fucking Van Halen
Bumblebee.
guitar.
Yeah.
You want the Bumblebee or you want the other one?
Black and
Whichever-
white.
I mean,
Red
the
and white, or
Bumblebee
you
is
want fucking Bumblebee?
the Bumblebee. Yeah, that one's the best one.
Okay, well I'll do Bumblebee, and I'll send it to you. And yeah, I'm just interested in trying again to go back into different hobbies that I used to be very passionate about. And this is, you know what? This is something that I'm sure both of you guys can agree, because we can prove it, is that we're not all based on drama. We're not all based on fucking living our lives on, on the internet, on YouTube. We have our own things. When, for example, if we're stuck inside during the winter, well, it's convenient to stream, but during the summertime or during the fall or, spring, well, we might be doing other things. Wire today made a fucking fishing stream. That's what he's about. Me, I love fucking the conspiracies. I love fucking cooking and stuff. Ken loves the fucking comedy and stuff, so naturally we do our own thing.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to be live streaming from Massachusetts next weekend.
Oh,
All right, is there going to be no hard feelings tonight or tomorrow or not?
tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It'll be
Okay.
Ken. It'll be
I
Ken,
wanna-
Nikki Nines, and YR. No.
Well, at least keep plugging away there, Wire. But no, I wanted to check that with you tonight. I didn't get a response from you, Ken. But yeah, I wasn't sure whether or not you were going to be doing a no hard feelings. I didn't want to go over you. But
Your message when you hit me up. I left you a message on there when you hit me up right away. On the app, on the Facebook one.
then maybe Dave's stupid.
I don't think you checked.
I didn't. I probably didn't. Okay, so there's a message. Where's that? That's from you. Okay, so this was sent 2 hours ago, I guess, and I did not see it. But yeah, no Monday night.
Yeah.
So no worries.
But yeah. So fucking.
Whoa. Oh
What?
my God, dude. Okay, so
the Emperor
you know
allows you to go live wire if you wish to dual stream or whatever. Cross
yes.
streams and
Okay,
shit.
so JB, you know the gray patch he has?
Yeah.
So when he shaves it off, and I can't really make fun of this, but he kind of has some of that ashtray head. Peep this picture.
Well,
It's a bald spot right at the front.
that's I showed that photo. Isn't it on there? Didn't I show it?
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I did
yeah,
show
you
it.
can see-
I did show it. Let's show it
Yeah,
again.
you see that? Oh man, JB, what a mongoloid. That is. I wonder why he did that, dude.
He needs to get a different color mic sock on his mic because it looks like he's got this huge fucking biker beard, and it's not the case. But
He looks good, man. He looks like he put
no,
on a
he
little
doesn't
weight.
look bad. I'm not saying he looks bad, but
Good. He looks good. God bless him.
right, Blair?
What a weirdo.
What?
He's back with Joe.
Well, I mean, listen. Maybe he's got more time.
Yeah, he's probably got more time, and it's just an avenue that he can enjoy being around. I mean, he's already got an established relationship with Joe, despite
Joe, sure.
all the issues.
I'll tell you that. Joe hit a grand slam getting because he, at least, he's bringing in somebody with experience and, knows what Joe and the whole thing's all about and is willing to work. So, I mean, that's a good thing.
Well, and other people want to see him around. Yeah, they do both have a good synergy.
Yeah.
And, well, you know what? It's funny, though, because I think it's just, to be quite honest, that JB does bring good synergy to basically wherever he goes. Despite his fucking, sometimes his stupidity and all that sort of thing. But the fact is, whether it be me and him, him and you, him and Joe, him and others, that he's got that ability to sort of he goes, you know. So I've got to at least recognize that. And
Hell yeah.
and again, like it's like fucking honestly, it's like I don't know, Voltron or fucking Power Rangers. The more that you add in there, the more that that this becomes even more powerful. So when you combine all these different forces, it just becomes fucking extremely enjoyable, and that's why Corrupted became so great and so well known and so appraised, because people were recognizing that you three were really just hitting out of the park, and it was so unique compared to the other shows that were available.
People tell me that about Monetize This when you were there and I was there and JB and Joe, and we were all on together. And even what's his name was there with us at that point. That the guy who's always Jesse, that's who. He was even there too. He was just coming back at that point. And people tell me, and a lot of people do tell me that and some people that I wouldn't even think that would tell me that like they really enjoyed it at that point, because they're hard critics. Like they're people that don't really give compliments on stuff. But these people, like this one person in particular, was like, yo, when it was you guys there, like honestly, it was worth listening to, and like it was worth paying for. It was like really good. And I was like, really? You thought so? Like I was very surprised that this person thought it was that good, So yeah, I mean, it was a good time, man.
Well, when those videos were shared to me, and I will admit that many were shared by Nikki, not Nines, I basically agreed with the same thing. Like, and even when this was like when you guys were shitting me on this, it's like this is worth paying for. This is fucking, it's quality. And regardless of whether or not there was shitting on me or whatever, or stuff that I disagree with, it's just like just the synergy that you guys work together was, quite admirable.
Well, great. Well, I'm going live real quick, Dave. I'll. All right. Thank you.
What, are you gonna dual stream or are you just gonna go live?
Well, Tony had some things to say too. I think he wanted to rebuttal what you were talking about him about the thing, but I don't want to even go down that shit.
Well, why don't you why don't you dual stream like we did the other day, and we have a fucking pile on.
All right. Let me do my intro and shit. I'll join back.
I'm not gonna just get rid of fucking the King of New York.
Oh, ventriloquist. Wait, no, hold on, wait, no, hold on, no, hold on, no, hold on, wait, no, hold on, what do you do?
So when do you leave for Massachusetts? So hold on, no, you're going to Salem, Massachusetts, but you're going to be going through other towns and doing other things. So please, if you can, explain your itinerary. And if Shannon needs to call in because women are very good at that, explain how you have your vacation planned. I would love to hear it.
Well, we're leaving Friday afternoon, and we're going to drive up there and go to this park where the Revolutionary War was, and we're going to go check that out and hang out for a little, and then we're going to get our hotel room. And we're basically staying in the hotel room that night. And the next morning we have to be up early and like around 9 o'clock, I think, somewhere 9 o'clock in there in Salem.
Is there a tour that you've got planned or something? Some sort of package?
Yeah, we got this, like, we're going on like this, it's like a haunted type thing at night.
At night? That's not that. So you've got the whole day to fucking... What do you plan to do during that day?
We're gonna go into the shops and all that shit that are in there in that town. And
I remember Filthy talking about that's something he loved to do is in that town, just to go through all the different shops and shit. So you're gonna so I guess Filthy was the one who convinced you guys to do this.
Yeah, because they do it every year. So
Oh, yeah, I remember him saying that. This is like a tradition for him. So you're joining them there. So you guys, so the first night you're just gonna, go through, or the first day you're gonna go through all the shops, maybe go eat dinner or lunch and stuff, and then at night you're gonna go on one of these haunted tours.
dude, I'm just looking at. Do you see what's in the chat here?
I do not. Let me see here.
Oh my god, man! Like, why did I don't know why Jacob's got to be a dick about things, dude. Like, I don't get why he's got to be a shit stirrer.
I thought he was removed. What is he saying? Hold on, let me.
It's like, why put people on the spot like that? Like, why don't you just fucking enjoy what you enjoy instead of fucking starting shit?
What are you talking about?
Well, because there's a tweet in there. Apparently, he's on Twitter, fucking throwing my name out there to Joe and JB.
Oh, on Twitter. I thought you meant in the chat.
No. In our Skype chat, there's a screenshot of it.
Oh, I should have been paying attention to that, now shouldn't I? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
what a pussy. Again, this is why I went live earlier today and made this point, is that he was saying the other night that he was only there on your show, Ken, because it benefited him. Because he wanted to choose to go to that side of the fence, despite knowing that it was, still profitable to go to Joe's. So it was only there. He was, and I talked about this earlier because I talked about this on my previous Drama Emperor stream. But he only went to your show because it was profitable at that point, because it was like, oh, let's try this. But I'm not leaving the opportunity out that I'm going to go right back to that other place and start, talking shit about that person who I was just trying to get on the show on. We heard him. We heard him be so desperate, so thirsty to be on your channel. Like, why are you excluding me? Why are you doing this? It's not fair, Ken. Fucking pathetic.
Yeah, if it wasn't done like that, I would put him on and fucking chill with him and have fun. But it's so obvious, the shit that you're doing. It's I don't understand why you have to operate this way. You know what I mean? And things could be different if you were to do things normal and like a normal person, instead of coming from an angle of, I just want to get on and shit stir and just fucking question and call out and fucking.
You know who he resembles so much, especially because of appearances, but the fact is, he is another SC illegal. Why? Because, and this is just what's so pathetic, these people have nothing in their lives that they take pleasure in trying to disrupt something that people are just trying to do for enjoyment. So, I disrupted people. I made them comment about me. It's like, but we're all laughing at you. You can't stop us from what we're doing. Anytime you show up, we block you. You come up with a new account, we block you. And all we do is laugh at you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And they're so retarded, and this is the funniest thing. They're so retarded that they don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know why he and listen, Joe puts him on, and Joe deals with him on Twitter, and Joe deals with him like that. So that's your home, bro. Go and be with the people that deal with you and you deal with them. I don't want nothing to do with it. I don't like that type of relationship that I'll have a friend on who just tries to shit stir and call people out. You're not there to enjoy yourself. You're just there to shit stir and fucking. And I hear what goes on when he's on Joe's shit too. It's like that on there too. Every once in a while, he's getting in a fight with the co-host, an argument and this
or
and that.
talking over them, which I'm doing right now.
The only reason I would put up with that shit is if me and him were good friends. And I was like, you know what? I put up with it because he's my good friend and blah, blah, blah. It's worth it to have him on, even if there's an argument, even if he starts saying some stupid shit because he's cool with me.
And that also reflects to me, to overtalk you, but it reflects to me. And you know what? I appreciate that, Ken. I recognize that. You put up with a lot of bullshit. And,
you guys put up with my you put up with my shit. So it's only right in return. I put up with your guys' shit. I mean, we all have shit. There's parts of me that people get annoyed with, don't want to be around and certain things. So you guys deal with it. I deal with it. We all deal with it as a team, and we move forward because it's it outweighs the bad. The good outweighs the bad, right? But when you have a person that it's always the bad outweighing the good, it's what's the sense? And that's where I've come to with him.
And always looking for conflict. It's like, dude, like if it wasn't for the drama that He Who Shan't Be Named started in the first place, and that basically just started an avalanche of this.
Well, he
But
helped
if it
break
wasn't
all the
for
whole.
that, we'd still be
Dude,
doing
he
our own
helped.
thing. Sorry, go
He
ahead.
helped break up the entire thing, Dave. He helped that whole situation with
course.
everything that I was doing with Joe. He moved that right along, made sure that he did. And, Joe didn't help the situation. And at the time, I gave up too and said, you know what? I'm going into full scumbag mode like Joe is. And I'm going to fucking get him back for all the shit he's doing to me. And I was vindictive and fucking shitty towards him too. So, and, the guy stoked the fire the entire time and was doing little things here and there. And he's very slick and smart how he did it back then because it was right under everybody's noses. So it is what it is. And now it's so damaged that Joe doesn't want me mentioned. And that's all good. I understand that. And he wants me erased basically from his past. And I am, basically. And that's all good. But I know there's a part of Joe that still wants to fuck with me because he's invited me onto his show several times, and you know what? It would in the future, who knows? But like, I could never, I'm not willing to go back into the midst of the bullshit. And I see how things still are over there, and the people that are still hanging around and going on shows over there, people like Danny MT and some of these people that are strong arming fucking people to be there and paying their way to be there. I just don't like what I see. And you know what? Things don't have to be ran that way. And I have every right to fucking deny it and say, no, I won't do it. So Jacob RP, instead of
You're just
wasting...
trying to strong arm things like Dave Rose. It's
Yeah,
not like
instead
you
of
have a
fucking-
standard that you hold yourself to, not to mention others, but you hold yourself to it and you think to yourself, well, why would I lower myself below that when this is a standard that I should adhere to? If people are gracious enough to join me on a stream, well, I got to treat them with at least a minimal level of respect. So why would I dip down below that and treat them in such a fucking insulting way? Oh my God, I'm sorry. I've got morals. That's my problem. Sorry, Ken.
Yeah, and I'm thankful for the people that work with me. Like, I'm not in a situation where I'm like, I could make people pay me to be on my show, and nor would I ever do that. Even if I was in that situation, I would never do that. And it's even, and I fucking try to be as fair as I can and try to obey by the shit that goes on the shows and have fun with it at the same time. And that's my main focus. And if my channel don't grow, then so be it. I'm not worried about that at all. I don't care about that. I never thought I'd be a YouTube star, and I never planned to be a YouTube star. And I only got involved because it was for fun. And the couple of times I almost lost my way on this shit, and I let certain things go on, and I kind of like fucking sat back and let shit go on that I should never have let go on in certain situations. But I learned from my mistakes, and a guy like Jacob RP can't understand that. He never will, and no matter how much I explain it to him, he won't get it. I don't think he can comprehend it because he hasn't gone through it, so he won't get it. And it is what it is, man. Like, you show me respect and you show others respect, and you earn it and you get it. And like, a person like that is my friend and can come on anytime they want and be involved with anything they want, because that's just how I am. If somebody wants to be involved, then I'm humbled by it and thankful for it. I'm not like, oh, fuck you, you're not good enough to be on here. So that's not me. And I'm not treating my shit like that. I never did. I have too much respect for my fucking close friends and my own fucking family that come on to my channel. And it is what it is. And if Joe doesn't want me part of the history of things, he has every right to do that. And you know what? I don't blame him, because I just want to erase the past too, because it was ugly. Most of it was good, but some of it was ugly and shitty.
You know what? I don't want to erase anything. I want to move forward. I want to, like, that's the thing though. I want to continue on, and what the past is the past, regardless, and I stand by it. That's the thing though. Like, regardless of what people might think about me. Sorry about that fucking sound effect, this stupid phone with the fucking email alerts. I'd rather be judged for what I did than hide it. Okay, I'm not the type of person that wants to hide what they did. I want it all out in the open. I want everyone to be able to make their own mind up about this. I believe in myself. I believe in what I've done, and I'm, unrepentant in much of it. But I do show, humility when I recognize that I'm wrong. But that's the thing, though. I stand by what I do, and there's people that just don't want to accept it, and just I don't know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating that you're willing to stand up for what you believe in, and people still doubt you and stuff. I'm willing to be crucified for my beliefs, but I'll stand by them. Unlike other people who just bend over and like, oh well, I'll change my opinion because that's what the popular thing is.
Jacob is live on YR, so that's probably why he's not linking up with you. But listen, hey. People like Jacob always have a backup. You know what I mean? That's how it is in this. Go to wherever you're accepted. Go to wherever is streaming and try to get on.
Well, cockroaches will try to get into any little small crevice. So he tried with you. You denied him. And now he's going right back to wherever will accept him. And it's evident.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the guy at all, man. It's just like I see what you're doing. I see how you do it. And I don't want any part of it. And what don't you understand about that?
But that's not fair, Ken. According to him, it's not fair.
He said to me, I said, you go back to Joe. And he said, you can't go back to Joe. That's why you're over here. And he said to me, nope, I can go back to Joe at any time I want. Because I'm him, right? So if he could go back to Joe at any time he wants, let's see him do it then. Let's see him do it.
Well, that's the thing, though. Why doesn't he? I said this the other day. Why does he not start making videos on his own channel again, as he used to do? If he is so confident in his stance, there should be no problem whatsoever.
He's a star. He's a star.
That's right. And I'm soft, spelled SAWFT, because after all, we got to take grammatical lessons from a mestizo.
I'm a star boy.
All right, Wire, what you got?
I got this fucking knucklehead over here. So
what, you're cross streaming now?
Nuts, bro.
Well, no, if you we would, but I don't want Jacob RP's on the call over here. I don't know if he's allowed to. But
he's banned in the chat, but I'd be willing to emasculate him verbally on a call.
Let's make this happen.
Quake up RP.
All right, I'm gonna put him in. Yo, you know what? Tony made a good point. He said, that Joe and JB show right now, whatever. It was supposed to be like a pre-show to the Corrupted on Patreon, but they've been going for 2 hours now. Exactly. And obviously it's because you're live, Rose, with Ken and all that. You know what I mean?
That's bullshit, though. I'm a nobody compared to the views they're getting right now. And again, this is alternate channel. 22 viewers right now? And fucking they've got 100 and something, 170 something. No, there's dude, come on, that's pathetic. If that's the reason, which I'm still willing to question, but okay, let's just walk it through. So if you're right, and he's doing this because I'm live, that's just fucking sad, dude. You know that you can garner so many more fucking viewers than me on an alt account. So what the fuck you shitting about?
I don't think it is, dude, but you never know with Joe, bro. You never know.
That's true. That is true. Also, shout out to Six, who just sent the donation.
Nice.
I do have to make a list of, donation to those that. Sorry, you threw me off there with that. Donations, email donations to YouTube names, because that's how I'll refer to you. If you if Hulk Hogan, if I met Hulk Hogan, well, I know him as Hulk Hogan. He never introduced me as Terry. So right. I'm just going to accept him as Hulk Hogan. That's how I know him. So, that's the way I'll keep it. Anonymity is always preferred. And you have my word that I will never identify you.
Never.
However,
Ever.
if you, send a Skype message to me, bitching and whining about how unfair I was or something like that, or how you want to learn information that doesn't pertain to you. What's his name?
Don't get yourself, girl.
Keith. If you ask me questions, Keith, that don't pertain to you, then I will identify you. Sorry.
Viewers and
I'm a little
subscribers.
stoned right now.
It's all right, brother. It's all right. How are you?
Shout out to Real Talk Man for Messiah in my chat right now. Hope you're doing well, brother.
So, Dave, I don't know if you touched on this, but a couple of things. One, I did clip the little conversation we had yesterday, and I put some music to it, bro. And I got to tell you, and I sped it up to like 1.25 because I know I talk very, very slow. It's very, you can definitely see it
And
there when
the
we're
result?
talking to. It sounds amazing, bro. I'm gonna send it to you.
What is that, the weed talk?
Yeah, it's just like good chemistry. Like, just the talk was, dude, I'm telling you, like the stories that even you touched on a little thing, and then I broke into that story, bro. It's a really good listen. I mean, we're the ones that had the conversation.
Well, when
I
Dave
listened
Rose
to it.
produces anything and, strongs arm the
Mhm.
entire conversation, you're going to get good quality, despite the fucking haters and the those who's had their shit pushed in. They just can't accept that Dave Rose can, use the baton, lead the band, and have his entire orchestra produce gold. So I would look forward to listening to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I will send it to you. It's
You're
very
going to
good listen,
finally do
and
something on your channel? You're going to fucking produce it there?
yeah, maybe so,
Just
maybe
fucking
so,
start, man. Just fucking
maybe so.
do it on your channel, man. Like, do
Well,
your
to be
weed
honest,
talk, do your fucking music stuff. Like, you can do this.
To be honest, Dave, like I was listening to shit that we were talking about, and then I was listening to JB and Joe earlier,
Oof.
and I gotta tell you, dude, like RP is all like gun ho on JB and Joe, like this is the next like great thing, like this is what should have happened, bro. I just was listening. I gave them 45 minutes to an hour, and I gotta tell you, bro, it was dog shit.
Yeah,
Like
forget. Okay, the
dog
thing is
shit,
though,
bro.
fucking Jacob is just fucking so exaggerative in his
He's a
in his
fanboy.
speaking.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. Like I honestly, JB's over there sucking Joe's cock,
Look at
laughing
this
at every
ugly motherfucker
stupid
in the
fucking
chat
thing
here.
he does.
I didn't realize that we had Jacob here. Who fucking brought this motherfucker in?
Yeah, I was gonna wait to talk because I didn't want to just talk like
All right,
'cause I know
well-
I know I can't be here. So
Oh,
Ken
he's
is
there?
Ken is doing a great imitation of you on a Friday night.
Oh, he is. It's quite.
Yeah, let's hear from Helmet Head here, the guy who's got the fucking very traditional mestizo type haircut. What do you got? What do you got? Talk to your fucking Latino superior.
no, I was just listening. Keep talking about what you were talking about before. I was just listening.
The weed talk.
Oh, he
No,
loves the weed talk?
what you were just talking about. First of all, I'm not gung ho
Ken.
on JB and Joe. Okay, let's not get twisted here.
But I just saw the screenshots. Do I have to show those? Yeah, you know what, Cholo? I will show those. How about that, Cholo? So you keep talking
Wait, so-
while I fucking
so-
put these up.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I've always heard you speak about JB and Joe, JB and Joe, JB
No,
and Joe.
I
JB
always
and
spoke
Joe.
about JB, Joe, and Ken. Let's not. Come on, don't put words in my
Well,
mouth.
what are you talking about? In the chat, you said the greatest thing that Ken did when he was on the show was fall asleep. So what are you talking about? That doesn't seem like
That's
you're
a
a
good
fan
point.
of Ken.
That's actually not a correct statement. I didn't say that word for word. I never said that was Ken's greatest thing on the show. I said what's missing on there is Ken falling asleep. That's a different statement. That's a whole different statement from what you just said. So
I don't know about that, bro.
you're saying Ken's greatest thing was falling asleep. I'm saying what's missing is Ken falling asleep on the show. It's what made the
Okay.
show actually at one point. At one
That's
point,
okay.
it's what made the show.
So I'll just watch it.
Well, that sounds pretty much. If you just said that made the show, then wouldn't that equivalent to one of Ken's greatest things that you think? If
No, I
you
don't
know what
think
I'm
so.
saying?
I don't
Logically
think
speaking,
so.
it
That's
should,
false.
but
Yes.
No, that's false. I
Yes.
don't think so.
And
Well,
Ken,
then-
bro. Okay.
no.
All right.
Hold on. Before you continue, explain this, Jakub, here in the stream. We've got this tweet that you put out specifically about what we are discussing. So I think it's appropriate that you at least address what you're saying.
Yeah, I was trolling Joe on Twitter by trying to tag Ken because I mean I'm really I'm really gung ho on bringing back Ken uncorrupted. That's what I'm really gung ho on. Like,
What do you think yourself, fucking Weinstein here, trying to make the connections? Like,
No, I do
YR
not think
tried
I'm
this shit.
Weinstein. No,
How
I do
long have
not
you
think
been
I'm
around for?
Weinstein.
YR
I do
tried
not
this
think
shit,
I'm Weinstein.
trying to fucking reunite
Ken, let me-
fucking.
hold
Well,
on,
you're
hold on,
not
hold on,
trying,
hold on.
Dave. You're not
Hold on,
trying,
hold on,
Dave.
hold
Because
on,
I
hold
know
on,
it's a
hold on.
fucking
to do it, and you have the
stupidity.
power to
Because
do
it's
it.
not
You're
gonna
not
fucking
trying.
happen,
You're
you
not
fucking
trying.
moron.
You're not
Hey.
fucking trying, Dave. You're not trying shit.
You're
so,
not
like,
trying to
Hey,
fight the
assholes,
impossible
hold on.
battle. You're not
Assholes,
trying to
hold
force
on.
something
it's
onto
not
other people who
impossible. It's not
don't want it.
impossible.
Guys, please. Ken, you know you're on stream, right?
I'm gonna kill myself.
He's not on my stream.
Ken. Okay, well you're not just on Skype, Ken. You're on actually the YR stream. So I just want
and,
to
I turned it off. I
It's
turned it
called
off. I turned it off.
performance art.
Hey,
It's called performance
I
art.
wanted-
Totally legal
Okay.
within his first
I was just making
amendment
sure.
expression.
No, it's okay. He's just expressing. It's art expression, but I was just telling him
Jacob
just in
RP, why you
case.
being a dick? Jacob RP, why
Just
you
in
being a
case.
dick?
See, that's how you get swatted. That's how you get swatted.
Being a dick, bro.
No, how you get swatted is you threaten
Showing
people.
guns on stream. Showing
And
guns on stream.
you know, people
Why?
like
There's
Dave
plenty
Rose
of people that
respond in
show
kind.
fucking
Showing
guns
guns
on
on
stream.
stream.
What do you
It's
mean?
not a firearm, you fucking
Showing
moron.
BB guns.
Typical.
Showing BB guns.
It's
on
not
stream
even a
should
fucking
be-
BB gun, you fucking
fucking Nerf gun, bro.
mestizo shit.
Fucking water gun.
Is this so difficult to understand? Have you never seen a firearm?
Yeah, up close. Yeah, up close. Yeah.
BB
I've never held
What
a gun though before. I've never held a gun.
It's a
He got that-
firearm, okay? A gun is what's placed on a battleship or on a fucking.
No, I've never held a gun, Dave. I've never held a gun.
It's
Never.
a firearm, and what you're referring to is either probably a pistol
I've had
or a
Nerf
rifle.
guns like that.
Stop
I've
being
had
a Joe
Nerf and
Cronin.
BB guns like
Stop
Ken.
being a
I've
Joe
had BB
Cronin
guns
and
like
pretending
Ken,
that
but-
you know about firearms because clearly
Bro,
you
it
do
wasn't even a firearm. It was a fucking drill. You guys you guys must be smoking, bro. He had a drill in his hand the whole time. Look, even on
you guys
camera,
seen
he's
the
got a drill.
DeWalt? you guys seen the DeWalt AR-15 drill? It's basically looks like an AR-15, but it's got the yellow colors of a DeWalt screwdriver or drill or whatever, and
Really?
it's like yellow and stuff, and it's like all it is just to fucking use tools and stuff. But they made it to look like an AR-15 because they were like,
Yeah.
fuck these assholes. We're gonna show you people what it's all about. So
Yeah, that's sick.
apparently, half-breed mestizos like SC Steve get triggered. Jacob RP. You guys look the same. Sorry. You get triggered by the idea of a fucking firearm. Like, what's so scary about that, dude?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry.
Jacob?
Sorry.
Jacob?
It's the Rock.
What is so scary about the firearms?
Are
It
you
is an
sure?
American right. Do you hate America? Is that why you
No,
don't
I
like
don't.
the firearm?
Oh yeah. Wait till you
No, I
smoke
don't.
this. Bro, so my girl, this is
My
our first
girl.
time my girl smoking
Talking
one of the
about-
strains we got yesterday, Dave, was it was Jack Harrow, but it was a concentrate called Rocks and Sauce. And it's fucking weird,
I've
bro.
heard
It's
of Jack Hare.
yeah, well, the strain is
I don't think
not
I've
what I'm
tried it,
really
though.
talking about. The strain is great, but what concentrate is the consistency. It's called Rocks and Sauce, and basically it looks like rocks with sauce around it, and it's straight filled. It's the most terpene infused concentrate you can get. So you get all these flavor profiles
Sounds
and
like
the
crack to me.
Oh, it's unbelievable, bro. And my girl just looked at me and she's like an hour later, and she's like, "It's too strong." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, the hits we took." I'm like, "What, the earlier?" She's like, "Yeah, it was too strong." So she smokes all the shit I smoke, and we smoke heavy shit. So if that is putting her out, that means the Rocks and Sauce, it stands up to be one of the best concentrates you can buy.
I thought you were gonna say, if it knocks her out, it leaves you for a very enjoyable evening.
Oh no! Fuck.
Damn, Tony, you're turning your girl into a hippie.
Oh yeah, she's
Obviously, you know what's hilarious is that fucking Tony got that joke, and he's probably super stoned right now, and fucking, Mestizo here did not.
When is Tony
I'm gonna have
not
to clip this
stoned?
shit, dude,
When
because
is
this
Tony
was
not
fucking
stoned?
beautiful. Oh, no, but that's the thing, though.
What's the rest day? What's the rest day for Tony? When is rest day?
Okay,
for
but
weed?
that's the thing, though. Guess what, Mestizo? Just because you can't fucking either drink milk or imbibe in cannabis doesn't mean there are others who are genetically superior to you who can't do exactly that. Tony seems to be like fucking, Bruce Banner. That's my secret, Captain. I'm always stoned. So, like, people can fucking operate, under the effects of cannabis and still essentially be fully aware of what they're doing. All it does is affect their physical, muscle status and relaxes it. So it doesn't inhibit thinking ability whatsoever.
Man, Dave,
But hey,
Dave, you sure
know
do,
what?
You sure do
Fuck
talk
that.
a lot,
I'm
Dave.
sorry, RP. I know
Dave,
it's
you sure
too
do
much
talk a lot, bro.
above
You
your
sure do
head.
talk a lot.
Too much science, senor. It's too much. It's too much intelligence. But this is
Dave's
the truth.
sentences don't have commas or the periods.
Bro,
That's
you know how
like-
much I've learned from fucking listening to Dave for the past year? Like, my IQ has gone up probably like at least a couple points, bro. Like, absolutely not a doubt about it. If you listen to the right people and you learn things, it can do wonders. But someone like you, RP, that just it goes through one ear and out the other. Yeah. You don't respect people. You don't appreciate what they say.
But you're
You know
wrong.
what I mean? I mean, come on.
You're wrong, Tony. You're wrong because I say you're wrong. I can't prove any
Talking right
evidence,
over,
but I say you're wrong. So it must mean that I'm wrong. That I'm right. Then you're wrong.
Guess so. Ken, I can't wait till you come by, bro. Like,
My name is not Ken no more. My name is not Ken no more. My
Tony,
name
your
is
toaster. Your toaster, Tony. It's on fire.
I know, right?
Joe DeCaca.
Viewers and subscribers.
Joey Caca. Viewers and subscribers. We have 48 people in the room. There is now 4 people.
And you know what? Here's
Oh, can we touch on this? I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I got bulletproof glass, and I got Doberman pinches and bulldogs and.
Just want
Fuck.
to say I'm
Bring this
having a
up.
fun time with you guys tonight. There's no fucking monetization on this channel. And I love you, Ken. And you guys are okay, except for you, Jacob RP.
Man, you've been dick riding Ken a lot recently, huh?
Shut up. Shut up,
Y
dude.
no entender
dare
que
you
No,
speak
Dave,
a
you sure-
veces,
you
a
sure-
veces
How
hay,
dare
a,
you speak
a
to
veces
him?
hay
You are dick
gente,
riding a little.
hay
Dave,
personas
you are dick
que
riding
se
a
ven
little.
como
You are dick riding
hermanos.
a little.
Se ven
Sí,
como
sí.
hermanos y vos no lo ves. Porque
Let me
vos
tell you
nunca
But I get
vas a
it. You
ser
get a
un
new
hermano.
shiny belt. You got a new shiny belt, so you feel all nice now.
No,
so-
it's not that. No, it has nothing to do with that. Ken and
Ah,
me have
come on.
talked on the
Ah, come on.
side for a long time.
Let me tell you something, bro. That's what a person like you would think when you hear something like that, because that's what you do. You dick ride, you say faggot shit to Joe and compliment him when you're on his shit like a bitch, and you fucking do that so you think the next person's doing that. But you don't understand. These are real men here. That's why you don't fit in, because it's real men shit over here. You know what I mean? That's why you don't belong here. You should just
Big
go
boy
back.
pants. Yeah, you should put on your.
Ken and me
should put
talk
on your
about
fucking
stuff
little boy pants.
about real life, stuff that we never share with anybody, stuff that
Dude, you guys have
we are
like
in
18
confidence
viewers.
with each
Let's
other.
relax. Let's
And
relax. You guys
no,
got like
you
18
can relax
viewers.
here because the fact is that I have
Kids.
the utmost respect for Ken, for his entire family. You can fucking misinterpret my fucking going at fucking Shannon all you fucking want. It's fucking entertainment, and it's
I haven't done
fucking
nothing.
good
I haven't done
entertainment.
nothing.
But the
Your
bottom
material
line is
is-
that in the end, Ken is somebody that I have the utmost respect for, and you can't take
Yeah.
that away.
You know what? I got more respect for these guys over here. Whether we argue and we fight sometimes or we don't see eye to eye, I have much more respect for all these guys that I chill with and I talk to, way more than some of these dudes that go over there and fucking how they get on and what they give to get on the show with Joe is just despicable. It's fucking despicable, some of that shit. You know, now I'm not talking about JB because JB does his own thing and he belongs wherever he wants to go and have fun. And he's a veteran. He's an OG, you know, and that's one thing. But some of those dudes that are over there, I have no respect for it, man. And you know what? You sit here and you try to say that Dave's sucking dick. But meanwhile, in reality is you go over to Joe's and you blow him and you say you could go over there right now. And you know you can't. You know you can't go over there and
Well,
just live stream.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously. But you sat there and 2 days ago you said you could, and you just
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Where's the clip? Where's the clip?
You
No,
said
play the clip. Play the clip.
I called you out originally.
Play the clip, Ken. Play the clip.
I called you
Dude,
out
we did
originally.
that the other
First
day.
spoke. Listen, when we
Yeah,
first
you
spoke,
said that.
I said to you, "Oh, you're only over here because you can't go on Joe's shit." And you turned around and you said, "No, I can go on Joe's shit right now. I didn't leave because I'm in a fight with him. I didn't leave because I'm quarreling with him. Me and Joe are fine." That's what you said. So
Well, now we're not because I've been on fucking all these shows and talking shit about him. So
yeah, but it was like that.
And I know he's watching. I know he watches all of it. I know he does.
Well, I mean, I know that too, but I mean, that's a whole nother story.
But no, it's fine. I mean, I don't have to be on Joe's shit. I'm not dick riding Joe like Dave does to you.
You were though.
Well, it was genuine dick riding, so
Yeah, you really felt that way. Some of the shit you said about Joe, really?
Well, he's not a fucking. What's it called?
Jacob RP, how does the Emperor Dave Rose dick ride Ken? Any examples? Anything recent?
Yeah, he speaks his mind on every
Called
stream.
friendship.
He disagrees with and speaks up about it. And if he has something to say, he disagrees with me about shit. And me and him quarrel about shit. Not quarrel, but we talk about something.
Quick point of order is that I've disconnected from your shows, and you're like, well, there goes Dave Rose. Love him or hate him, he's gonna say what he's gonna say, and you've been honest about this. That's the thing, though. You've been totally transparent, Ken. You have nothing to fucking explain for.
No, not really. I mean, but like if he wants to know what the deal is and he thinks it's a dick riding situation over here, it's not. You know what? These guys, I'm the type of guy I don't like leaving the stream and walking away from it, but I had to. And these guys held down the stream. That's the type of friendship that we all have with each other. And I know some guys will do that for Joe too, but those people pay to be there, most of them.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it when Joe handed the show off. There was a time where Joe did the black screen, and it was me and Garguts. And I could have stole the show, bro. I could have played my piano. I could have sung. I had the whole show to myself. It was a blank screen. And you know what I did? I said, "Oh, Garguts, you're the YouTube guy. You know what, bro? Take it away, bro. Show him how it's done, Garguts. Show him how it's done." And he goes, all right. Who do we got in the chat here? We got, hey, Wandy. Hey, Wandy. What's up, man? Okay. Who else do we got? And I left.
Something though, bro. You eventually left, whether we agree with how you left or why you left. You eventually left, right? And you were like, fuck it, or whatever the case may be. So you're not there. I mean, I'm talking about the guys that they stay there through all of it. They don't give a fuck that they just, because it's like, it means so much to them to be on there.
Bro,
Like,
you're right, dude. It's a big jerk-off fest. It's a big jerk-off fest. You can't go over there and have any disagreements with Joe. You can't, because if that happens, if you disagree with Joe, then everybody else is going to wolf pack you, and you can't fucking you can't have any banter back and forth. You can't do any of that.
And you know what? Working with a Dave Rose, and that's why it's so weird that you would say something like that, Jacob, because working with Dave Rose is volatile, man. You don't know if Dave is going to go off one night and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to question what you're talking about right now, and I'm going to dissect it right here. You don't know if Dave's going to have to laugh. It's all up to Dave. And you know what? That's what he brings to the game. You know what I mean? And no one else does that. So
well,
it's very
listen.
unique.
So,
okay, and it's being real. It's saying, hey, fuck it. I'm going to just talk about whatever the fuck I'm going to go with it. And that's it. There's no rules and regulations.
And that goes to show that it's Ken who's got the guts, who's willing to allow that to occur. Not fucking mute. When does Ken mute? When does Ken mute? He doesn't.
Yeah, that shit's just fucking. Mute.
But I did put music over that shit today.
No, that's because you didn't want to hear the fucking,
No.
That situation. But when was the other time that you did that? You didn't. That's as simple as that.
I did it because every time I listened to it that day when I was at work, my heart was fucking breaking. Like,
yeah, it was bad, bro. I agree, because we played it, Ken. But when we played it, right? Because we were gonna go over it and say, "Thank God everything's okay," But this was a situation, and at the time, I was like, "Bro." I'm like, that's all Ken did is like freak out and like obviously have a heart attack. When it comes to my dog, bro, I would have passed out. I would have died. Like, I'm the biggest bitch when it comes to my dog.
I didn't know what the problem was at first, though. Like I said, I didn't know what the problem was at first. Because You know, it was
And I
like
could tell that, bro. I could tell you because you have high anxiety, and you were like, Shannon, Shannon, Shannon. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like you didn't know. You were like, whoa, what the fuck?
the dog was literally limp. You know,
Oh yeah. That's the worst.
dude, the dog was like choking on what's that like cellophane? Like
Yeah, tinfoil, like
Tinfoil.
tinfoily weird thing.
I was like trying to like, oh, it was crazy, man. It just was fucking
No,
crazy.
I know. And we were gonna play it over and say like, thank God everything's okay. So I go to the part, and it's like you hear the mic hit, and then you hear boom, 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 da, da, boom, boom, and I'm like, what the fuck's that? I'm like, where is that coming from?
You should see how hard it was for me to fucking even do that shit, man. Because I don't know how to use YouTube like that, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know mute. I don't normally mute out shit or edit shit in ever, you know. But like I couldn't listen to it, man. It was just heartbreaking my heart. Like I almost fucked up bad. That I almost like if the
Yeah.
dog would like one of my kids probably would have went into a full on heart attack, and I would have been known to have killed the dog in front of my
No,
whole
I
entire.
know. Bro, I'm guilty of like I fuck up all the time, bro. Like I even fucked up that day that you did that. I fucked up and I left 2 lollipops with the gum wrapped around them on my sofa and fell asleep. And I wake up yesterday and the lollipop sticks are on the floor and the gum is obviously in his tummy. And my dog weighs 5 pounds. He's as big as a sweet potato. So like when he eats something like a piece of gum, it will like gum up his whole organs and shit, So
That's my dog. He's a little fucking dog, dude. He's tiny as fuck. And they ran in there like with him in his arms, like dead almost. I thought he was dead.
yeah.
I honestly did. You know,
No,
so
I know. So thank God it's all right. Hey, I want to ask this. How'd you make him throw up?
I kept putting my fingers in his mouth, dude, and like pulling out tinfoil and paper and
Oh, so it was all just in his throat at that point, like tinfoil, like you can reach down and grab it out of his throat.
doing it. I held his mouth open and did it in the bathroom.
God.
It was gross, bro. It was really gross, and it put my kids into a panic. It put like the whole house into a panic, man.
Well, at least you were able to grab stuff out of his throat, and it didn't come to the point where it was already in his tummy, and you had to think like, because it could have been to that point where okay, it's all digested. There's no remnants anywhere. He's either got to throw it up. We got to give him. There's a couple of things you can do. Give him fucking Alka-Seltzer, people say, or you might have to bring him in and have the dog's stomach pumped.
Epicac works on it.
I don't think tinfoil is the right word. What's that material made of? The chocolate wrappers.
Something like that. It's like a tinfoil.
These are made candy bars for school.
No.
Like the school, like she's selling them. They were in a box, and I actually had like 2 of them, and I'm
Sold.
the one.
Okay, so we shall try to question the intelligence of the emperor. Fine. The particular wrappings of a chocolate bar include a paraffin or wax paper lining on the actual product, and then on the outside, an aluminium covering, which is also referred to in the layman's term tinfoil. Do you feel schooled enough yet there, you mestizo?
Polypropylene. It's polypropylene film. That's what it's made of.
Not. It is not.
It's not made of whatever the fuck you were talking about.
No, it is exactly what I said. I am aware of this. You clearly are not.
But this is not your normal candy bars that are sold on like 7-Elevens and shit. This was like a school-made product to sell, to people and blah blah blah. And it was in a big box, and it was.
Yeah, I remember those. The
He's laughing at your
big
dog
boxes
and
you would get.
Going through distress.
And there was
How
it
quaint.
was like dark.
Wow.
It was milk.
All different kinds, right?
There's nuts and berries ones, and
Yeah.
and I opened it up and I started eating them like.
Fuck.
Engaged the whole situation and did the whole thing because they were outside in the car, and I'm the one who brought them into the house, opened them, and laid them on the fucking floor like an idiot, and went right back on the show.
Jesus.
And next thing I know, it's like all hell breaks loose, man.
Wait, but like, why on the floor? Why not on the table or something? Why on the floor?
I made it. That's what Shannon was saying, because like, why would you do that? And the reasoning in my head was, I rushed in from the house and I saw my bag on the floor, and I put it next to my bag, like saying to myself, so I don't forget that they're in here. I'll put it next to my bag, and when I get up doing the show, I'll bring everything into the room. And because I was bringing them to work with me to sell some of them for her, and I wasn't going to forget them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why my reasoning. I put them next to my bag on purpose, and my bag was on the floor, and that's why
Yeah,
they
but
ended
you
up.
took them out of the box and put them on the floor.
I opened the box, so it was access into the box. It was wrapped in a box like with tape on it, you know.
Yeah.
But
I'm thinking you rushed in like a kid in a candy store, and you ran into the living room and you opened the box and they all flew out, and you're like, oh, which one do I want? Give me this one, give me this one, and you ran away. Like,
I took two of them out to put next to the computer while I'm doing the show, and I was going to eat a couple of them. And you know, I fucking made a mistake, man.
Well,
Stupid.
hey, the good thing is, Ken, you can at least say, well, you know, my daughter sold all those, so we need another box. You know what I mean?
Listen, either way, let's be happy that the dogs are okay. You know, I have 2 dogs myself, so I know exactly that feeling of, you know.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this, man. I had a couple of dogs die in my hands, like because they had to be put down, or they was really old, and I was thinking to myself, man, if I made that mistake and God forbid, you know, the dog would have died, it would have been really just a shitty
Traumatic,
situation.
very traumatic.
Thank God everything's okay, and you know, and you know what?
Rough.
I do have anxieties. I do have like emotional anxieties, just like the next person. But like when it comes time to take control and to do your thing, like I'll snap into it. And I've been in situations with my parents, bro, because my father has fallen in the house before and been all fucked up, and we didn't know what was wrong with him. And my mother has had situations with her heart because she has a bad heart that we've rushed to the house before, and she thought she had a heart attack. And
that's different.
Yeah,
That's different. For me, like I get you. I'm fucking right in, like I'm aware and alert with any situation like that. But when it comes to my dog, my little dog, I am like the worst person to try. I will pass out. I'll overheat. I'll sweat. I'll have a panic attack. I'll turn white. I cannot deal with my dog getting hurt or sick, dude. I'm terrible.
Yeah, my daughter was scared. You know,
my girl's like, you're useless. She just said you're useless, literally.
Really sick, dude. I mean, the next day, he couldn't even jump up on the couch and shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, shit.
I had to make him throw up this goopy fucking, like, goopy
Vile
chocolate shit, man. It was like really, dude. It was, but once he threw up, dude, he was so good after that. Like, he started to snap back, like, where he was, like, looking at us and shit. So I was like, all right. Calm down. He's starting to come around. Because
that's the worst.
Dude, he had so
the
much,
worst.
You know, it was like in his fucking lung or something. It was weird.
Yeah, when they can't look at you and they're just looking straight and they're just like seizing up, like moving.
What he was doing, bro? He was making one of the, like fucking like archback seizure type fucking thing.
Yep.
And I thought, oh my God, I just killed a fucking dog.
Now, Ken, think of this. That happened to me, my dog, when he got into the trash and ate a cup, like maybe 2 or 3 moldy strawberry tops, like not even the strawberry, just the tops of them were like moldy.
Yeah, scavengers, bro. These little dogs, I never knew it because I always had big dogs my entire life, right? But these little dogs, they will fuck. He gets into the gut. This ain't the first time that he's eaten something and almost killed himself. Like you can't leave the garbage in the yard. Like you can't put the garbage down on the floor. I have to put it into a garbage pail, or else he will fucking rip out the side. Chicken bones and one time he came in and it looked like he had a bone sideways in his throat, bro, and we were like, oh fuck it, you know.
That's nope.
Somebody just showed up here. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, brother. All right. Yeah, that's the worst, bro. That is absolutely the worst. So I am completely useless when the dog gets sick.
I just wanted to turn the attention to Jacob RP.
I want to. Yeah.
What do you want now?
I wanted to turn the attention to your stream this morning when we had Schlong's View on, and you know, it's kind of interesting.
That's what Tony always wants to talk about.
Hold on. It's kind of Shut your mouth for 1 minute, please.
Sean's View.
Thank you. Like, really, dude? Really, dude?
I did 2 videos on this shit. He doesn't fucking shut the fuck up.
Um, so I kind of find it funny that Schlongzu was in the chat, and all of a sudden, when he shows up, people start getting doxxed in your chat this morning. I
He
find
was
it
in my
real.
show the other day.
Was he?
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
see
I
that?
heard. I
It
heard.
was
Really?
verified account. He was in there.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
So
saying
he
that
was.
he didn't know what I was talking about, in the sense that he was unaware. So when I exposed Jacob Illegal, sorry, not Jacob Illegal. Again, you guys both look the same. SC Illegal. He was apparently not aware of that sort of thing. So it looks like, and again, for the last 4 days, and I've been looking for this and asking for other people to confirm this, but wink, wink. Maybe something's happening with my videos coming up. But SC Illegal nowhere to be found. He's gone away from his turnpike in New Jersey selling the oranges. He disappeared. So
Not on any Sean's view. I didn't see on any
not
Sean's
on
view.
Sean's view, not on anybody else's show. He's persona non grata, and it looks like he's disappeared.
Yeah, indubitably. I just find it funny that, he showed up and all of a sudden the Doxers come out in full form. But I did want to play this little clip from JB and Joe talking about some Japanese Korean talk with
Please.
and Joe doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He says that, he's eaten sushi before. Eaten's not the word. I always say that. What's babe? I said it again.
Ate?
I said eaten.
No, but did he? Well,
say
he
that.
ate it, or
Yeah,
he has eaten it.
Yeah,
Eat it.
eating.
No, eaten. EATEN. That is a word. YR, please read a book. Please continue, Tony.
No, Tony's made the mistake, not me.
Anyways, whatever it is, but he didn't. He has no idea about sushi. He's like, yeah, I eat the white tuna and all the other fucks. That's what he said. And it's like, bro, you're just such full of shit. So I'm gonna try to pull it up here. Let's see. Let me see if it's here.
Yes, see, I've noticed this since the 90s. Just let me know when you're ready to play the clip. But the fact is, I've noticed this since the 90s, that it's always been somewhat popular to, or at least on vogue, to claim that you eat ethnic food, especially sushi. It's not like, oh, I've got, and the truth be told, I do have actual knowledge on Hindu food. I love it.
Yeah, real great.
Yeah, real great, but it's also factual. But the fact is, you've got these individuals who claim that they know, that they're so cultured, they know so much, and yet they can't even identify simple sushi dishes or, discuss these things. You ready to go?
No idea. Yeah. I'm
Do
ready. Let me just. I just want to touch on.
Yeah, please ignore the mestizo here. He is only an affirmative action hire.
Yeah, he's here in Enigma. His what's that called?
Good.
His shadow.
God, Dave.
I want to talk. They touched before the Japanese Korean talk. They talked a little Tom Brady, and of course this is my area, so I want to just see what he said and shit on him.
Gay Robot, which was a Nick Swartzen bit back in his old comedy albums. Even that,
them in that.
It was good. He was actually really good in a Moneyball. I like him in those type of. Chance to come to Boston.
Right.
Boston offered for him to come to the organization.
A couple other guys. Did he have Messina too before the Yankees, or was that just Barry Zito and a bunch of other people I'm forgetting?
What the fuck?
The Minnesota Twins, and that's because they gave us David Ortiz, and coach. I don't remember who it was. Fuck.
My numbers are all
55 of the season though, right? This is 163 or
It's only 162 game. You got the Mariners and the Blue Jays.
Why are my numbers all off? Unless he fucking cuts something off. Hold on. Things might have been 143. So the podcast says it was an hour. No, that's not right. An hour and 43 minutes. It was an hour and 58 minutes, I believe. So there was 48, 58, 43, 53, 45. So there was 15 minutes cut off. That's why my numbers are all skewed. He must have cut 15 minutes off because none of my shit's lining up. Let me see this again. This is.
I don't know, bro, but get your shit together, man.
Shut your mouth. What do you do?
Get your shit together, man. Come on.
Shut your mouth. Let me actually send I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna get my recorded clips and go off that. So give me a minute. Give me 1 minute. So keep going. You can talk amongst yourself as I do this. Give me a minute. Joe and
I'm
JB.
looking for memes to address what we're. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. I mean, I'm displaying images right now on my channel, but I'm looking for the right.
Oh
one.
yes. I am gonna send you a little thing too, a little podcast, little thing we did. It's basically like a 20-minute fucking spiel, bro. You know, it's actually pretty long. So let me get this done. So it's where did I have it under? Joe and JB? Because fucking Wire's like, dude, record it because he might take it down. I'm like, nah, they're not gonna take it down. And then I'm like, you know what? They probably will take it down at some fucking shit.
Hate is gonna
So,
hate.
yeah. So let me see if I can figure this out. Hope I saved it. Like a fucking idiot.
I have way too many memes myself to dig at
Laptop.
this. But I've showed the image before, exposing the soy boys.
I think once JB listens to everybody's reaction on that horrible stream today with Joe, I think that'll get JB's like inner JB to come out, like the real JB.
No, it's
you know?
not.
The
It's
asshole, the dickhead, that JB.
No, JB's not gonna come out.
Because
for anything.
babyface JB is whack. Babyface JB is whack.
Why are you muted, bro?
Dave
Babe
Rose
was
is
act,
right. Dave Rose is right, and you're wrong. Jacob Barber.
And Bailey was right. Bailey was acting very babyface today. So very boring, very whack.
Got to use those wrestling terms, eh? You don't have any other terms that you can utilize that might be a little more mature and more cognizant of reality. Also, let's take a look at my stream at least. And not only am I exposing people like D. Welsh, but also people like Jacob RP who do not have a predominant chin, proving themselves to be an emasculated soy boy infused.
Wait,
man.
what? Oh, hell no! I am not part of that.
Absolutely,
I have a
senor.
chin.
You
I have a
are
chin.
like that.
I have a chin.
No,
I have a chin.
you look like that, senor.
Definitely have a
no,
chin.
No, it's very true. You know it.
You're bugging. I don't look like you.
No, I'm
you're
not
bugging.
bugging. I don't
You're
know.
bugging.
I don't speak your
Bugging.
Latino way. That's the way it is.
Don't put me in that mix. Fuck out of here.
You bugging. You bugging. Come on, dude.
Real great, Tony. Real great.
Come on,
comeback. Great
Better
comeback.
than you.
That's what you said. It's not a
better than
comeback.
you.
That's what you
Great
said.
comeback.
Fuck.
Yeah,
You're
just repeat
bugging.
what I said. Just repeat what I said. Yeah, great. Awesome.
Show us your chin, bitch.
You see how dumb it sounds?
Show us your chin.
You see how dumb you sound? You're
Actually,
bugging.
I can't show you my chin. Hold up.
Let me show you my chin. Still not
See, the only thing
predominant
is,
like they
like I'm on fucking 1%, so I'm over here struggling to.
Well, you're
I'm gonna have to take off the headphones.
Yes, exactly.
I'm gonna have to
You're
take off the
struggling to
headphones. Give me a
function
sec.
Because you are a mestizo, half breed.
Yeah, real great. You're boring. Real great. Get off.
I'm boring. No, I'm doing my own show. Don't you know? But you are connected to me because of YR. If it wasn't for him, you would have nothing. Nothing, senor.
Just pick it up. Just pick it up on the handles, and then just put it on the.
So you get your self checked out for some STDs lately, there, Jacob? Are you fucking anybody that got the vaccine because they do shed, and there's a good chance that you might, actually catch the virus.
Si, senor, man. Anyway, Holmes, I got the. Come on.
Come on, senor. Come on.
Let me see here.
Ooh, it's raining at that football game tonight. The return of Tom Brady. It's raining there. They got umbrellas.
Yeah, it's gonna be quite a game tonight. Here's the podcast though. This is Stony Tony and Dave Rose. Weed talk.
It should be like what he's explaining. It should be a friendly fucking
What do you
environment.
mean? Because
Having COVID really
Yeah.
sucked.
You can't
It
touch
should
the
be
weed.
it should be basically like meeting your grower dealer friend, who looks like Tony but doesn't have all the neon. And basically, it's just like, no, dude, you got to smell this. Like, look at this. All right, and now let's look at the fucking cut crop. Like, whoa, dude, you got to really try it out wild stallions. So it's like,
Now when you have,
know,
like,
that's the
customers and
experience.
shit.
And no, but that's the thing though. Before it was legal here in Canada, there were dispensaries, right? And they would get charged, and they wouldn't give a fuck, and they keep fucking doing what they're doing, mostly because they were supporting people who were sick. But you had people that like to smoke recreationally who would basically support them when they had to deal with governmental tyranny. So the experience that Tony is talking about, and I guess Jesse as well, to an extent, is the fact that, and you've never experienced this, you live in Texas, dude, there's places that you can walk in. It's like Amsterdam. You walk in, you're welcomed with open arms. It's like, how can I help you today? Like, what do you feel like? What is it that you are here for? And then they'll walk you through all the different things they got. Oh, we got this new thing. Are you looking for this? Do you like this type of taste? Do you like this high? And it's just like, it's a personal, it's like a stylist. It's like having a personal stylist.
Yep. And I mean, the mom and pop shops are definitely up north, up in Maine, up in that area. Method is the when some dude hit him up. He used to go out to different grow ops and check out this stuff. Some guy in like Pennsylvania or somewhere over there, in that area, Pennsylvania or New York, somewhere over there. I can't really remember the story too well, but he talks about it a million times. He went to go see this guy's grow up, and it was the worst looking, shittiest, little up back. Where the hell he went and came up there.
When it comes to the legends, the myths on how these strains came to be.
Oh yeah, Jack Harrow. I know that one too.
No. Shh. You got to be fucking doing this on your own channel. You got to be fucking talking weed legends or whatever you want to call it. But
Dave Rose
the
is
fact
correct
is that
again.
story alone, and I muted myself because that needs to be clipped and made separate. That's a fucking awesome, part of information to inform
Love you,
people
Dave.
of, Canada's history. And I think it's important to keep these things because, books, unfortunately, magazines are going on the wayside. So beautiful magazines like High Tons, which don't just talk about cannabis. I've got several issues that talk about the drug war in Central America, South America, political interference, all this crazy stuff. And they've got great writers for them, at least back when I was, reading that. So these sorts of things, these sorts of stories, I think need to be discussed. And you got to show some guts there, Tony. You got to fucking talk these weed stories, these weed myths, legends, whatever you want to call it, and talk about this.
Well, I
right
appreciate that, Dave. No, that means a lot.
Well, if you've got knowledge in the cannabis, then it has to be shared.
That's the only knowledge I have. Well, not the only knowledge, but that's my main thing.
Well, then push with the cock you got. I mean, if this is your strength, just fucking embrace it and fucking show the world why cannabis literally is the tree of life.
And you can catch more of
Stony Tony and Dave Rose Talking Herb podcast once a week on Saturday nights, 7/8 Central.
just I fast forward a little bit through some of the stuff, but that's a 20-minute conversation there, and a lot of talking, a lot of back and forth stories shared.
Yes.
And that's just one little tidbit of what could be. What could be.
All right, so let's go over the Joe shit.
I'm pulling it up right now.
It ended.
It's downloading. I'm pulling it up.
Apparently that stream did end, but yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
it did end.
Go ahead.
Did end, and I think Mr. Schlongview was live about an hour ago, so he was live while we were live. Who's that, Ken?
Indubitably.
Viewers and subscribers.
Viewers and subscribers, we have 7 people in the room. 7 people.
I forgot to. Hold on. Go ahead.
Viewers, subscribers, and fans. Fans, subscribers, and viewers. He's a model. Look at this.
Ken, I want to ask you. So you're going this Friday to Massachusetts. You're going to be doing a tour. Apparently, you might even meet up with Tony, and you might meet up with certain other people in Massachusetts.
Not apparently. It's a fact that
Okay,
me and Ken are definitely.
Bullshit.
Allegedly.
You flaky asshole, Tony. You're flaky.
Bro, my girl wants to go on the fucking Salem hayride. She wants to do all that shit, bro. She wants to go to Salem. So if Ken's going, we'll probably, end up tagging along and doing a few extra,
You're basically
activities
like
together.
Cousin Eddie from fucking, no, seriously, Ken gets it. Ken gets it.
Well, I'm gonna be Ken's. He's gonna be my bodyguard, and I'm gonna be his touring.
Hey, shitter's full, right?
Show him all the
Shitter's
hot
full?
spots.
Dude, he's gonna see the size of me and fucking Phil. He's like, what the fuck? Look at these guys, dude.
Yeah, You're gonna carry me around on your fucking back like a backpack.
Pick him up and walk around with him a little.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. You're gonna fucking be my bodyguard. So anyone starts some shit,
But so
I got
you
two
go on
got
Friday.
you two
so,
fucking.
so I want to know, Ken. So you leave on Friday, and you say that you're going to be there for what, a full week, 7 days, 8 days?
Oh, no. I go home Sunday.
Oh, so hold on. Let me get this straight because I was confused because you said you're going to be there on the 13th. So this Friday, you're going to be there.
How tall are you, Tony?
Shut up.
5'8", 7.5.
Oh, you're small. You're a small guy. You're a cruiserweight.
Yeah, but I'm 180 pounds.
Can we let Ken talk, please?
Sorry.
I never said I'd be there on the 13th. I thought the 13th was on the weekend. That's why I thought that. But then they were like, no, it's a Wednesday. And I was like, oh, all right.
So this Friday is when you're going to be there. So the 8th, you're going to be in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
And
Till
you're going to
Sunday.
leave on the 10th, which is a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got 3 days to enjoy yourself. I guess the first day you're going to meet up with Tony and go take a few visits to people.
Saturday, I'm going to be in Salem all day Saturday, all around Salem, all over the place. So we could link up and shit. We're going to be all around that motherfucker. So I mean, there's all.
Did you
y'all
say you're
better
going to go
fucking-
visit? You're going to visit Tony at his little
Y'all better
squalor
fucking go
place?
live together or fucking take pictures together or something.
And I also thought both of you were going to go visit Sean's View and Joe.
Well,
no, they won't do nothing to Joe. No,
I'm not talking to you, Mestizo.
Nah, they won't do nothing. Ken won't do nothing.
What do you
like
mean
that.
no? What do you mean no?
Ken knows his place.
He knows his place. Are you fucking kidding
Ken
me?
already took the pin. Ken already took the fall for Joe.
Bro,
1, 2,
could you
3,
imagine?
and gone.
Bro, could you imagine
Knows his
Joe's
place.
face?
He dares you
when
to
he
call his
sees-
work. How about
I
that?
think Joe and Ken would be pretty cordial in person.
It don't
gas
matter,
it up.
bro.
Don't gas it up. Don't gas it
It
up.
don't matter when he sees
He'll take
me
that
and Ken
belt
pull
of
up.
mine and he'll slam it in
fucking-
his face and get the blood onto the belt as
It'll
I had
be awkward
requested.
at first, but they'll be cool. Joe and Ken will be cool in person.
Think
No,
Yeah,
Joe's
it'll be
going to
cordial, I think.
acquiesce.
I don't think you're both about that life, so.
Then I guess you haven't been paying attention to the shit that fucking Joe said about
let me stop.
Joe.
Let me stop.
Ken?
I know Ken's an OG. Let me stop.
Ken's definitely about that life.
Nah,
Maybe
I know.
Joe.
I'm
No.
fucking around.
And I'm about having fun, brother. I want to have fun. You know what I mean?
Let me stop.
I just want
But-
to chill.
Can you
And,
imagine fucking Cronin's face when he sees a car roll up and then he sees fucking Tony from Revere open one door and he doesn't really see me? Yeah, he doesn't really see me because I'm smaller than the car. But then he sees the other door open up and he sees fucking Ken get out behind me and he's fucking towering over me.
The foul mouth's belt. The sun hits the foul mouth's belt and it glares off his eye, and he's like, "Oh fuck!" And it's like, you know what I mean? And he's like, "Oh fuck, he's got the belt. Oh shit!" He's like, Leah, get my belt, Leah, get the belt, everybody. Get the belt, bring it to me. And all of a sudden, he's got the belt, and he hits the front door, and he comes out, and he stands on the top step, and we're just standing by the car. I got the belt, Tony's there, filthy, and we're just standing there staring at him. And he's like, "Yo, what's up?" And I'm like, "Yo, what's up?" And he's like, "You want to do this?" I'm like, "Let's do this. Grab your belt, bro." And Leah comes out, holds him the belt, hands him the belt. We meet in the center of the yard, and I tell him, "Now I want you to do that Stone Cold move to me for real this time."
And I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle of him going, action. And I just step away.
How about we play the hidden? How about we play the hidden alternate ending, Joe, for everybody finally that we recorded?
Well, we do have a mission. We do have a purpose of going there. It's not just to give him a Stone Cold Stunner. We have to deliver him his action figure that we have made. He still hasn't got it. His one of a kind original Joe Cronin action figure, complete with
the silk screen shirt.
Yeah, complete with silk screen shirt
Yes, the
and
silk screen.
shells and a hat. I mean, he needs this, bro. So Ken is gonna hand deliver him his action figure, and what they talk about between them is whatever. That's between them. But I just need him to deliver the action figure.
To be fair,
That's the main-
Tony, I did request because Ken currently is holding my title in his protection, but he is, at my request and his insight, bringing it down to Massachusetts. And I have requested the blood of 3. The blood of Joe Cronin, the blood of Sean's View, and, well, to be frank, your blood as well. I want all those 3 genetic, expulsions onto the belt so that once I get that belt, it has your bloods on there, and I can hold it in pride.
Well, Ken, I'm looking at the weather now, and Saturday it's going to be a little cloudy, but other than that, it's going to be mid-60s. Should be a good day.
Dude, last time I was
that poor belt. Poor belt, man.
Last
that
time I was
belt will
there,
be mounted on my wall with the blood.
Brand new belt, and it's being shipped to Canada, all the way to Canada. Yeah, real great.
As opposed to you, who would never get one in the first place, right? I mean,
I
Tony
can
has
get
a
one.
better chance of getting that belt than you do.
No, Tony. Nobody will ever make Tony a champion. Come on, let's be honest.
I'll tell you, bro. When
I'll be a great
Tony's
champion.
bank account says otherwise.
Yeah, everything can be bought. Remember that.
That's right. Everyone's got their price. Even Dave Rose.
Can apparently.
Yeah,
Everybody
but then again, you're a mestizo. You're not the man.
I'm pulling up the clip now. Joe and JB, let's get into this. It's downloading.
Yes, please. Let's do it.
Let's.
I look forward to hearing this.
Yeah. So the numbers were all skewed up, so I had to use my downloaded clip. So it's right now just downloaded and open with that music player. Let's do
I'm
that.
a little upset. I ran out of weed.
You ran out of weed.
You know what you ran out of? You ran out of testosterone, senor, because you send me photo and you say, chin, bitch. So I'm going to show them right now because I know you want me to show them. But please, people,
Yes,
look
please
at this
do.
guy.
Please do.
Look
Show
at
him what
this
a
guy
real
right
man
now.
from Jersey
He
looks
is
like.
so
Show him what a real
homosexual.
man from
It is
Jersey looks like.
incredible. It is absolutely incredible that this guy
what a real
actually
man
thinks
from
that
Jersey
he's
looks
real
like.
man. And it's just disgusting. I mean, look, you've done
Wheeling
too much
and
work on
dealing.
your eyebrows,
Wheeling
senor.
and
Look at it,
dealing.
man.
Don't
You've
like
just
you.
destroyed your eyebrow. A proper eyebrow of a man, it is bushy. It is proper. But look at you, senor. It is absolutely disgusting. I'm going to have to show this right now because this is truly just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Mariposa.
Mariposa.
Can you answer this question, Dave? Is it true, like, when you get older, your eyebrows do get thinner? Like, you lose eyebrows? Like,
Well, actually, I've seen the opposite with older people. I've seen their eyebrows get more bushy.
Yep. They get more hairier, bro. They start growing fucking
I don't know
hair
why.
like
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do. That's true,
understand
actually, they
the
do.
scientific explanation. You guys know understand the science, but
It's like
for some
shaving your
reason,
face,
the
too.
old
The shit
people
comes
just
back
get
longer.
the extra bushier fucking eyebrows. But take a look at this.
It's
senor.
like shaving your face.
Look
It
at this
comes back
guy.
longer.
Look at the homosexual with the plucking of the eyebrow, senor. You
That's
don't
a
look like
real
a
man right
man.
there.
You look like a tranny. Straight from
I'll
RuPaul's
take all your
show.
girls. I'll take all your girls. All of y'all.
What are you talking about? You
Nah,
have
except for Ken,
earrings.
except for Ken,
Look,
except for
dude.
Ken.
Okay, so you've got earrings in both of your ears. Okay, fine. You're no pirate, unlike me, Hardy. But the thing is, though,
But don't say I don't have a
I do
snake.
have an
Come on.
ear piercing, but it's in the left ear. That is of a
Just don't
proper
say that. He
pirate.
doesn't have a chin. I have a
Anybody
chin.
that has a piercing in their right ear is indicative. Everyone knows this. It's indicative of somebody who's a homosexual. You don't
True.
have a piercing in your right ear if you're not trying to push or show that you have that inclination. This is just like, I mean, maybe you just didn't understand this when you
Fact.
came to
Fact,
illegally came into North America. But I mean, the fact is, you have a piercing in your right ear, you're considered gay. Look at Freddie Mercury.
Right.
Look at fucking Elton
you
John.
kind of look like, bro. You
Jacob
kind of look
RP.
like Michael Jackson.
No,
look like Michael Jackson.
no, Michael Jackson looked
Like the
way
white
more
version.
masculine than this guy.
He looks like the white version of Michael Jackson, like on the left side.
No, don't insult Michael Jackson like that. He might have been a
You wish,
pedophile,
Dave.
but
You wish,
he
Dave.
wasn't as bad as fucking.
Eat your heart out, Dave. Eat your heart out, Bobby.
I gotta
Eat
say,
my
bro,
heart out.
someone
Dude, I
like
showed you
you.
photos of me the other day. I look way more masculine than you. You look so
Well,
effeminate, dude. So effeminate.
Bro, this is
I'm gonna
why.
take
This
this off
is
the
why
screen. It's disgusting.
I could tell. This is why Jacob RP is the way he is, because it's because of his looks. The way he's very cocky, very overconfident, very all about himself, very self-centered. And
Confident is the real word. Confident is the real word. That's the real word. Confident. Not overconfident. Confident.
That's
Misplaced.
exactly what you
Misplaced.
are, Tony.
No, there's a
I'm
difference,
pretty sure
bro.
everyone was saying the same thing about
I'm
you
very
3
humble.
weeks
No.
ago, Tony. You're the
No.
same as Jacob.
Why
RP.
are-
Thank you.
Why are
Thank you.
you're
Shut
the one?
Fuck up.
No.
Shut your fucking mouth, dude.
Fuck
Shut
you,
your
Nikki J.
fucking mouth.
Fuck you.
Shove your
Fuck
$10
you.
glasses up your anus.
Fuck you, Nikki J. Fuck you. I love you,
Fuck him,
YR.
too.
I love you. No. I was doing that because of you, YR, telling me to, hey man, be a dick, be a confident, cocky dick. But Jacob RP is actually like that. I'm actually very humble. If somebody gives
I'm
me a
humble too.
compliment
I'm
or
humble
whatever, you see Dave,
humble
what he
too.
said to me early in the podcast, I thank him. That's the first thing I say before I do anything. I thank him. I show
Yeah,
some
but I'm humble
gratitude
too. I've
back.
been through a lot. I'm humble too.
You don't show that at all.
You don't know what I've been through in life.
You don't
know-
show,
you don't
but
know
you
who I
don't
really
show
am.
that.
You don't know
You
who I
don't
really am, Tony.
Okay, but you don't show that on YouTube. You don't show any humbleness
True.
at all, bro. At least I do. With
That
YR,
is, you know what? It's as ludicrous as that may sound. It's true. Tony shows way more lucidity towards this, more humility than you have ever shown.
Yeah, Tony will give you like in return a lot more in return than like he'll meet you halfway on certain things and appease you and other people. Like he'll be willing to meet you halfway is what I'm trying to say. Like, and that's a good quality. Like he'll be and at other times he's not.
He knows the limits. You know what I mean?
Jacob RP, you're a fucking one-way street.
In what way? What sense?
A wrong way. You're going down a wrong way. It's a one way and
sense?
you're going
What do you
down the
mean?
wrong way.
What do you mean? In what sense?
You don't give. You don't give anything. You just take. You just take,
What do I
take, take.
take?
You
What
give
the
nothing.
fuck? What
You
do I
give
take?
nothing
What
back.
does
You give
little old
nothing.
me take?
You
What does
give
little old
nothing
me
back
take?
to the community. You give nothing back to anything. You just take. You take. It goes through one side, goes throughout
We're
the
just
other.
pain
No,
and
this ain't good
misery,
enough.
but
You know what I mean? It's a fact, bro. That's the difference between me and you. What we just talked about. What Ken just said. It's a big difference. That makes or breaks
No,
a
the
person,
bigger difference is
especially
I'm
in this
6'1"
community.
and You're 5'8". That's the bigger difference between me
And
and
I'd
you.
still fucking
no, but
knock you to
that's the
sleep,
thing,
bro.
though. Let's examine the different ways. Okay,
Well,
let's
Mike
be
Tyson
honest.
was
Let's be honest here,
5'11".
guys. Let's be
Who
honest.
cares?
Look at the different
Mike, wait,
ways
wait.
that
Mike Tyson
Tony.
was 5'11". Who
I
cares?
think all girls care that you're 5'8". I think all girls care that you're 5'8".
Go ahead, Dave.
No, I was just gonna say that. Look at the difference between the way that Tony
Small
conducts
fuck.
himself and Soy Boy here conducts himself. So Tony will whore himself out and try to go on to other shows. However, it's Jacob who forces himself on other shows and then tries to use this so emotional argument. Tony, whether it be because he's stoned or because he just doesn't give a fuck, it's just like, okay, dude, whatever. It's like, oh, you called me this. Okay. And you've seen this when I've interacted with him. It's like, I fucking hit him hard. He's like, yeah, okay, you dude, great. It's just like, shit. Like, I got to fucking work on my work to fucking get this guy, riled up. So, like whether it be the weed or just because that's the way he is, you can't rile him up. You, on the other hand, there, Jacob, listen to the fucking stream I did the other day, and I can't remember who it was you were talking to, but this was on Drama Emperor, by the way. But it, like, you were getting so aggressive, so emotional, and so angry, and then on top of that, you had the gall to fucking call Ken emotional. Like, dude, it's so transparent. You can't argue this shit. It's fucking. This is the greatest part: is that when we do these exposés, it's out for everyone to fucking see.
That's a bad analogy, Dave.
Please explain.
Here he goes
Ken
again.
has admitted to being emotional before, so what are you talking about? What are you yapping about?
I also talk
just
about
like to hear
Ken being
yourself
emotional.
talk.
I
You just like
talked
to
about
listen-
that
like to
earlier.
hear yourself talk.
But no, you addressed him as being, oh, Ken, stop being so
So
emotional.
what's your point? Get to the point.
That is the point that I'm getting to.
Jesus.
If you're,
You
no,
talk
gee-
a lot. Damn.
You know, Jacob,
I talk a lot,
you
but it's
say-
all fucking knowledge. The fact
Yes,
is,
and-
go ahead, Don.
And Jacob says what he does. He says exactly what he does. Exactly what he projects is what he's thinking and what he actually does. Well, you talk a lot. You just like to hear your own voice. Jacob, that's you, bro. That's you. You love
mad?
to hear
You're
your own
mad?
voice.
Are you mad?
Just like you
Mad
love to
about
look at yourself in the mirror
what's your
24
point? And
hours
what's
a
your
day.
point, Tony?
Just like
And
you
what's your-
love to do pluck
And
your
what's your
eyebrows
point, Tony? What are you gonna
24
do about
hours
it?
a
What's your
day,
point?
bro.
What's your
That's
point?
my
True.
point.
The
That's
point
true.
is that
Point,
you're
you're
obsessive over
understand
your
it.
own appearance, while meanwhile criticizing other people on theirs. The hypocrisy
Exactly.
is over the roof, you know?
That's the point. That's the point. That's the point.
Okay, great.
Okay?
No, you
get
can't
it?
just
You get it
fucking
now?
dismiss this.
It doesn't
now.
change anything. I mean, your
I
criticism
just
doesn't
wanna
do
choke
anything.
someone
Like,
over
it
there.
doesn't change
Like, they're
nothing. It's just
basically
a
like-
No,
waste
of course,
time.
a
It's waste
delusional
of time hearing
person
you
does
talk.
not have any
Hearing you
sort of
talk, Tony,
remorse.
is a waste of time, literally.
All right. You're worthless, bro. You mean nothing in this community. That's
You're
sad.
5'8". I mean, let's keep going on that. Let's not steamroll over that. You're 5'8".
God damn, son.
Sure. Sure. All right, let's go to the Joe and JB.
Yeah, change the
Yet
topic.
he's not illegal, and his father actually served the country. So,
Yes.
how about that?
Died honorably.
What would you like to, respond with? Oh, he was white, so he deserved to die, right, Mestizo? Right, you fucking brown piece of shit.
But you see how you're
right?
putting words in my mouth? But you see how you're putting words
No,
in
we
my
know
mouth?
how
I
you
didn't say
feel,
that.
dude.
I never said
I
that, but
know.
you said that.
I know how you fucking feel because
No,
I
you
dealt
don't. No,
with
you
your type.
fucking don't.
I've
You
dealt
don't
with your
shit.
type,
You don't know
okay?
jack
You
shit.
fucking
Nailed it,
mestizo
bro.
America fucking
Tony
Canada
Chris
hating
exposed you for
fucks.
being a bitch.
I've dealt
Tony
with
Chris
you
exposed you for being a
motherfuckers.
bitch.
I know what you're
Look at
You
him
about.
don't know shit,
deflect.
Dave. You don't know shit, Dave.
I
Look at
know
you deflect,
a lot
Jacob.
You act
about
like you know everything,
I know a
Dave.
lot
You
more than you
act
think
like
I
you
know
know
about
everything.
you, but
Look how
let's
triggered he
keep
gets.
that
Look at
private
him.
for the time being.
Look how triggered, bro. So easy.
You're like high school, Dave. A bunch
You're
of knowledge
so
that nobody will
gullible.
ever use.
Dude,
Well,
you're the
God.
one who's fucking
You're like
experienced
high
in
school,
taking the
Dave. A bunch of
selfies.
knowledge that nobody will ever use.
No, I'm getting a tattoo while I'm
Really?
in Massachusetts.
What are you
Really?
getting?
I don't know yet.
Where are you gonna go? Hold on. Where are you gonna go?
So I guess all my structural experience has never amounted to anything. Sorry. Please continue, Ken.
I might go somewhere and I might go in Salem, maybe. I don't know.
There's tons of good places in Salem. I mean, mostly any shop, but there's a few good shops, reputable shops in Malden. There's one Lightwave Tattoo. If you look them up, Lightwave.
Don't go to Salem
up
for
them.
a tattoo. Come on.
Yeah, you know it's. I know a few good shops, huh?
You don't think there's good artists there? No.
I know. I got to look at the shops because they pop up and pop down. But
Get a tattoo for what
Listen.
you want, not just because you're
What the
visiting
fuck?
a place. What is this, Japan?
Yeah, right. What the fuck was that, bro?
It was Ken, wasn't it?
Can be enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bird versus Jacob RP. Yeah.
Ken is also
So the
fucking drugged
autist
tonight.
versus the wetback.
Ken,
Fight!
I'll hook you up. I'll hook you
And
up
we
with
know
my
who is
buddy.
superior. We all know Jacob RP is superior. You know.
No,
We all know Jacob RP
No, well,
is
here's
the
the thing,
biggest
though.
fuck-
He is predominantly white, if not exclusively white. And despite his autism, Bird still is genetically superior to you. So, say what you will there, Jacob.
Wow, and I'm destroying RP in the voting on YR's channel. Who do you like more? 77 to 23%, bro. You got some work to do, man.
I don't care, bro.
So, Jacob-
I don't care, bro.
So Jacob, how does it feel to be the fucking least liked of everybody in the whole community? How does it feel to be the biggest fucking untalented piece of shit walking? So, how does it feel to live with your mama's basement? How does it feel to still work for crack change at shitty ass job?
Crack change. That's a beautiful fucking saying. I'm gonna have to use it.
Wow.
And one more thing, how does it feel? How does it feel to suck dick for money?
With them lips. Suck dick with them lips.
Dude, his response is $20 is $20.
Basically, how does it feel? Long story short, all jokes aside,
Let me play this shit, bro. Let me play these clips. Let me play this Joe and JB shit. We can drag on.
Jake.
I know. We can give Jacob hell. I mean, anytime. That's
on, bro.
that's easy. That's low hanging fruit.
Sunday
You know what I mean?
Sunday nights are
Bro, I was
magic.
on a roll. Come on.
I know. I just want to play him these fucking Japanese Korean talk.
Got that low hanging fruit, son.
Lowest of the low, brother.
I think
I
we.
just spit out my water. Fuck you, Ken.
You got that low love.
Bro,
low,
fuck
low.
off.
You know?
You
Low,
know,
low.
low love. You got that low
I think Jacob RP standing in the corner, like facing the corner, about face, just with his.
Oh, like that final scene from Blair Witch Project.
We
Excellent.
need to hold off on the clips.
I would
for
totally
now,
agree
and
with that.
We need to go back to bashing Jacob RP.
All right, I guess so.
Poopy RP.
Poopy.
Stupid RP. And we are gone.
You poo poo, son.
Don't be eliminating people.
Oh, yeah.
Man, you guys got horrible jokes.
Eliminated.
You get
Coming from the guy that's sitting in the corner
So
with
Tony,
a
you
bottle in
gonna
his
play
mouth.
those clips or what? What's going on?
Well, I just said I wanted to play him, and then Wire's like, let's hold off on the clips for now.
Dwyer.
Hold on, I don't know what he's doing. He's got
He
another
fucked
call
up.
in here.
Just play the
Gentlemen,
fucking clips.
Ladies and gentlemen, JB.
I don't know what he's trying to do here. He's trying to add me into this other call with bullfrogs.
Don't try to do that, Ken. You're breaking my heart. You say that? You see JB call in? He don't call in, he break my heart.
I don't know if this is
I
gonna
love
take
you,
me off.
JB. I love you. Happy Thanksgiving.
I'm nervous to answer. Why are you gonna come back and tell me what to do? Because I don't know if it's gonna like disconnect anything. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm trying to play these clips, bro. I want to just play the 2 clips for Dave, so I can show him the fucking Korean shit that I've been talking about, and I just want to get through the Tom Brady talk. So let's go.
Yeah,
through this.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's coming back. I'm a Patriots fan. Like we're gonna boo the shit out of him," and it's just like obnoxious shit. It's like I'm gonna cheer for him. I don't know. You know what drives me nuts, and that's what you should be doing, and what everybody in Foxborough should be doing, and Massachusetts for that matter.
Bro, I don't know what to do. How to answer the call, dude?
Yo,
What do you
Dave
want?
Rose.
What do you want to do?
What's up?
I don't know what to do.
Box.
I just got up. I just left the call because Bullfrog was calling. Am I allowed to put him in here or no?
Boxborough.
He said he's not gonna start any shit. He just wanted to hang out with us.
No. No.
No. All right.
Box.
Sorry, Bullfrog.
We're having a mature conversation. I don't want it to degenerate to fucking anarchy. So
Yeah, Bullfrog, just watch the football game.
Tony,
and then later
please
on,
continue.
Later on, I'll bring you. Later on, I'll bring him in. With it's just me and him and other.
Engage, Tony.
Yeah. Bring him in when it's
Enter
after.
Tony.
You know what
Engage.
I mean? I want to play these clips.
People are, and I was telling Guz this last night. People like are trying to treat this like this was like when LeBron returned to Cleveland when he went to Miami. This is not even remotely close because for one, LeBron never brought a title to Cleveland like he said he would. He bailed because he couldn't do it with the team he had. He had to go where 2 people had to throw LeBron on his back because he couldn't do it. And then they won 3 championships in Miami. Then he came back to Cleveland and they accepted him. Tom Brady, he's won, I think, a couple of championships?
A couple? Bro, he's won fucking 6 titles. What do you mean a couple? He's won 6 fucking titles. He's the fucking greatest player ever. They are treating it like a Super Bowl because the Patriots have been relegated to dog shit now. They're a fucking 500 team at best, and Tom Brady is still the greatest at 4 years old, slinging the ball around like he's 24, and
He's one of the best.
He said one of the best. He's the best, hands down. Nobody's not even close. He's ahead of the pack by far, bro.
He's the Messi. He's the Messi of the American football.
Yeah.
Drew Brees still has all the fucking passing records, touchdown records, and everything.
No,
All
he
right.
doesn't.
All right,
Tom
let's look
Brady
this
has
up.
the touchdown records. He
Let's
leads
look this
all
up.
the he leads all the touchdown
All right,
records
leave
now.
your
and
Eastern Coast
and he's gonna break the passing yards record in this game tonight versus the fucking
foosball's
Patriots.
the devil, okay? So.
80,000 yards is the passing record. Trust me, I know all the numbers, bro. The touchdown record was the next one behind him was Drew Brees with like 579 or 560. Brady's got like 590 now.
Well, Rebound Sport
over
is the
600.
Canadian Football League, so I'd suggest you guys go there if you want to upgrade to proper ball stats.
He leads everything in passing yards, passing touchdowns, fucking all completions, all that
How
shit.
dare you
He's
talk over
fucking
me
44.
about the CFL?
No, I'm not. The
Of
CFL
course
is
you are.
just
You
know,
just don't
Doug
want to fucking
Flutie-
talk about it.
Well, I mean, come on.
You're obsessed with Brady. This apparently is like this is the Muhammad Ali of.
Well, he
football.
is absolutely.
Well, I mean, he's got enough rings to basically prove it. I won't deny
He's got
that.
7 rings.
And you know what? I'll give him this.
7.
For him to
The
tell
next is
New England to
Montana.
go fuck themselves and go play for a new team and say,
And
I'm
then win a
here to
title?
fucking build this shit, respect.
Exactly. He built a fucking another championship team in his first year. At 42 years old, he won a title, his 7th ring. Now he's 44. And
Joe
he said he's gonna
Namath,
play.
when did he retire?
Said he's gonna. When did he retire?
Yeah, Joe Namath.
Like probably when he was like 39 or something like that.
Really?
38. Yeah, he didn't play past.
Okay,
40,
well
I don't
then
think.
who is the other one that fucking went to the like almost to 50?
I mean, Warren Moon played when he was 44. Doug Flutie played when he was 42 or 43.
He played for the CFL too. Big ups.
Yeah, yep. But I think it was Warren Moon was the oldest at 44.
Yes,
now
number one.
Brady is now
No, there's
beating
somebody
everything.
else. I know there's somebody
Nope.
else that fucking played.
Brady
They played
now
to their
has
50s, dude. I know it.
Nope, not in NFL. Brady is the
Are you
oldest player. Yes, Brady is
really
now.
I went over there and I asked. I said, "Hey,
Listen.
Well, it was. I asked Dave Rose. He said no. I went over there and asked him right after I.
Well, this ain't the Dave Rose fucking channel.
Well, this is my channel here.
What, on his channel? Yes, for simulcasting. That's what I'm saying. He's live.
Oh.
And we already agreed that after we review the clips,
Listen what he says. Listen what he says.
call you. So just watch the football game until then.
Well, I just need to know if me and Dave Rose are still cool. That's all I need to know.
Y'all are cool.
Then why won't he let me on your show then?
He said no. I don't know. He didn't give me a reason.
Dude, I'm done dictating with you.
See, why can't you just be like, all right, cool, hit me up on local?
I blocked him twice
Fuck.
trying to contact me, so no, we're not cool. Like, I just don't want to deal with him. That's it.
Yeah.
Also,
wait a couple minutes.
Tony, I got the records in front of me, by the way, if you want me to read them out to you.
Go ahead. What records are you reading?
Yeah, no, hold on. I want to quickly add that I am obviously incorrect. It happens more often than you might know. But yes, Tom Brady currently is the eldest player in the NFL. Surprising, because there have been others that I guess I got confused with. But right now, the fact that he is currently the eldest, and yet the guy's got fucking... He looks better than Thanos with all the fucking rings he's got. Like, we can't deny that from the guy. And for him to say, fuck New England, I'm going to a smaller... well, not a smaller team, but I'm going to go to a team that might
That
not
hasn't
have...
won in 20 years, bro.
And then starts to produce results. Well, when people say that he is a GOAT, well, it seems
He
to
is
be
the GOAT.
that he
Go
is.
ahead, Bird. Read the Tom Brady stats because he's the leader in everything.
Well,
go ahead. Tom Brady
stats.
591 touchdowns. Drew Brees is number 2 with 571.
So he's the leader in touchdowns.
What's website are you looking at, bro?
I'm on ESPN NFL
there's so many
stats.
Man, you
websites.
guys are boring, bro.
This
I'm
guy's
out.
fucking.
Have a good night, guys.
Shut the fuck
See
up,
you later,
asshole.
bro.
Nobody gives a fuck what a mestizo has to say. This guy's fucking 3 years older than me, and look at the shit that he's producing. Like, it's just incredible.
Yeah, he's the leader in everything, bro.
Or
I
2 years
completely
older
different
than
website in front of
Bullfrog,
me.
and the fact that Bullfrog still remains alive at this point is quite incredulous to everyone. But yeah, I think it puts a lot of things in perspective, don't you, gentlemen?
Yep, passing yards. Drew Brees is number 1 with 83.58. Tom Brady is number 2 with 82.91. Like I said, he will break the record tonight in New England, and he will become the all-time passing leader. And then he'll just build the gap on that. Passing completions, Tom Brady is number 2 with 6.875, behind Drew Brees 7.142, and he will break that record in probably a couple games. Passing touchdowns, he's number 1 with 591. Interceptions, he's not even on the fucking.
Not even on the radar for that one. I'll give you that one.
Which is
barely.
good. He's
All right, breaking news.
He never throws a pick.
So he's the best, bro. Nobody's even.
This is a message to Dave Rose.
Yes.
Here we go.
I want you to play this message for Dave Rose. Dave, I have questions with you, bro. I understand you don't want to deal with me, but I want to hang and party out with you guys. Why can I not do that? What? I'm not here to start shit with you, Rose. I just want to hang out and party with my friends.
Well, right now, you're locked out of the
So
gate.
play this message for Dave Rose, and if he still says no, then fuck him.
Well, you're locked out of the gate of the swimming pool here. Okay.
Well, no, you never get to fuck Dave Rose, but Dave Rose, if you've got an actual natural vagina, will fuck you. Men, no, not at all. So, no, Bullfrog, and I only mention your name because it was brought up to me. I didn't want to mention you. But if YR was running his own separate show, I would have no problem with it. But we're cross-streaming right now. And, well, I'm not, like, if, you're going to be featured here on this channel, I will disconnect and end my stream or just do my own thing. But I will not interact with you because, again, I'm not the criminal harasser. I'm not the one who's trying to impose myself on other people. And, it's as simple as that. Sorry, Tony.
Bro, it's not even that. It's just like if he took it even a little more respectable and more adult-like and said, all right, let me chill back maybe, and maybe if we went like an hour long or 2 hours from here, maybe hit up Wire and say, hey, something, but pout. And just because you can't get on, you have to pout and say like, oh, well, I guess since I can't get on, fuck you. Since I can't get on, fuck you. That's not the way to go about anything.
And then tomorrow he'll send a message saying, "Oh, please forgive me. Like, please, associate with me and stuff." And I showed that with the comments I made about him texting me like on Skype, saying, I want to be involved with you. I want to, do whatever, and then be on my show. I ban him, and then he contacts me with another account. It's like, just get the hint. Dude,
it's just like they start this drama and they start it and they play with themselves with the same drama. It's like, no, I'm not participating in your storylines here, bro. And like, oh, why aren't we cool, bro? Like, what happened? Why aren't we cool? And it's like, I'm not doing this, dude.
But that's the thing, though. If you engage, people will, accuse you of wanting to be part of the drama. But then when you choose to disengage entirely and not even respond to this, where you got people now, sending messages like YR does, about this, it's just like, they're trying to make it look like, oh, well, you're ignoring me. Like, oh, I'm such a victim. It's just like, but I basically just decided to stop talking to you, ignore you, and not even associate with you. And you're going to try to now twist it to the whole opposite. And sorry, I'm not going to fucking play that game.
No, there's been plenty of times, bro, that each of one of us have been not on a call when, or something happened. You just take your loss, take it like a man, be fucking chill out in a couple of hours. I'm sure someone's going to be
streaming. And what's the big deal is that, if I don't want to interact with anybody, then why is it like if I choose, actually, this is the better term.
Yeah, why?
If I
Why
choose
are
to
you?
disengage from interacting with people, again, the thing with the amphibian, right? I saw the necessary things and I made an agreement that I wasn't going to try to bring him up. So, even with that, he wants to continue to involve myself, but the whole purpose was
Okay.
to disengage, to
No,
say,
no.
I don't
Yes.
want.
No, you're wrong, Dave. This is what you don't get. I think what he thought was when he shows you the papers, we're going to be cool and it's going to be like, oh, he can't shit on me, but we're going to be able to stream together. We're going to be like best buds. He didn't get that when you were shown the papers that you were going to fucking like X him out. Like,
You raise a good
never
point.
speak
I mean,
of
that
his
is
name.
the logic that it seems to have followed.
Yeah, it's like when you're in the jail, when you're in the pen, bro, and they're setting somebody up to be stabbed, but the guy that's setting it up doesn't realize he's actually the guy that's gonna get stabbed. He's the guy that's gonna actually get X'd out. He didn't realize that showing the papers was basically his own death by fucking paperwork. Basically, he's the one that did it. If he never showed the paperwork, he probably could have still been on calls and just been able to get shit on by you and all that shit. But he didn't understand that doing this, man.
No,
it meant
I
that,
just wasn't going to deal with him. I refused
Yeah.
to have him on, but once I saw the papers, that was it. But the
Yep.
fact is
He
that
didn't
now
get
that
it.
it's- Well, now that
Well,
it's
what do you
proven,
mean?
there's
I
no
showed
point.
you the papers, broski. Like, what do you mean, broski? Like, I showed you the papers. Doesn't that mean we're cool? Like, we
No,
can
but
be,
I told
we
him
can, like,
that's I know that is probably what he's thinking, but we came to the
Exact-
agreement, which was, okay, you show the papers, and that's it. And I
Yep.
won't ever talk about you again. I'm not going to do a drama stream or anything like that because I'll have an understanding that you are what you say you are. And
Yep.
and that's it. And I just don't find it acceptable or appropriate for him to try to impose himself, like with the message. And you know what? I want you to play that again, YR. But I just don't feel it's appropriate for him to try to impose himself on any of us, because we are cross streaming, but that's the thing though. If Wire want to have him on a show, I'd disconnect from his, and that would be that. So
Yeah.
it's clear that this guy is trying to I guess impose himself, and I think it's appropriate that people just understand this, and this is why I'm choosing, and I am holding to my word as to not associate with the guy or even interact with them. So Wire, you want to play that?
That's why when he was calling me and I saw his name, I was like, wait, YR's calling me with amphibian. I don't know if I'm gonna take this call. Like, I'm not trying to fucking So I'm glad that things happened the way they did, because if I had taken the call, maybe it would have merged him in here, and then we would have lost Dave, and that's wouldn't have been good. So why are you gonna play this clip, and then we can get to the JB clip and go over this sushi talk, because it is quite funny.
Why are you alive?
Wire.
Come on,
Wire, are you
what
done
doing?
vacuuming?
Taking a poop? Taking a poop?
Let's go to the JB shit then.
Do it.
For the Boston Patriots, as I like to call them, that drives people nuts. The Boston Patriots, he may have brought a couple championships there. So him coming with a different team, not his fault, by the way. He was pushed out of that organization.
Yeah, it's not his fault, and it's the same thing. I don't blame Tom Brady at all.
I'm
like,
looking for it
fuck
right
yeah.
now, guys.
All right, we're playing a little bit of the shit.
Listen, this guy, he got the weapons he wanted. He's got an offensive line. He went to a good team. Patriots are doing nothing for him, so I don't blame him at all. Like, fuck that. By the way, guys, we are going to answer.
Nobody blames Brady. I mean, dude, he's doing something that hasn't
Except
been
for
done
Joe. Except
ever.
for Joe. You
Yeah,
left
it's like
me. You broke my heart.
All right, hello.
He's 44 years old, dude. Like,
Right.
Bill
Are you all
Belichick
ready?
cannot plan for a guy
Yeah,
who's
you are.
doing something
Yeah,
that's
real
unthinkable.
nice. Cool.
Shut your
All
mouth.
right.
Shut your mouth, you bass
You
fish.
want, you want a cookie?
Finish,
Here's the
Wire.
flip.
He's rapping it.
I'm not here to start shit with you, Rose. I just want to hang out and party with my friends.
Well, right now, you're locked out of the
So
gate.
play this message for Dave Rose, and if he still says no, then fuck him.
Well, you're locked out of the gate of the swimming pool here. Okay.
Right.
Well, if Dave doesn't want it, fuck him. Well, I guess fuck me because you're not here. And
Yeah.
YR has the ability to easily add you on here, but he knows that A, I'd disconnect. B, more importantly, is that he doesn't want you here. He knows the value of having a good show, and adding you into here.
Well, no. If it was my
certainly
choice,
wouldn't.
he'd be in here. But I did want to ask you if it was my choice, he'd be in here. But
You would want him to be here, to be quite honest?
Yes,
You really would?
Yes. Yeah, he's my friend, bro. I have his back and stuff.
And you think somehow that he would add something? Can I postulate to people?
He really did.
Okay,
He said he
not
said
to the
he's
people in
gonna
the chat.
behave.
I just
Yeah,
want to
he
ask
would
people
fucking
on the call.
disconnect me and-
Do you
and
think?
hang up on me.
Hold on. To the people on the call,
Yo.
do you honestly think that he could add something to this conversation? Please let me know.
No.
No,
Big
if he's not
emphatic
if he's
no.
not the center of topic, if he's not the one that's being talked about, then he gets jealous or gets mad and then says, "Okay, what are we doing here? Can we talk about and then he'll hang up on me like he did 3 days ago. That's when he hung up on me and I didn't come back. And then all night he was apologizing. No, I'm sorry, broski. I'm sorry, broski. Like, I didn't mean to hang up on you. Like, no, I'm not. I don't tolerate that shit, bro.
Now, can
like
I
that
ask
hang up.
all of you, gentlemen, a question? The fact is that Dave Rose is a man of his word, and we had the publicly admitted evidence that was provided to me. So I have an understanding as to what Bullfrog is. As such,
retarded.
Is it a well, let's not go into details, but let's just examine the fact that would it be appropriate for Dave Rose to go back on his word and just ignore what he agreed upon, to not discuss this individual, to not bring him up, to not, like, again, like, would I not make an effort to try to
Dave,
avoid interaction with him?
I'm telling you, you just don't. It's not. He didn't think that was the bargain. He didn't understand.
No, okay, forget about him, Tony. Think about this: the people out
I think
there.
it kind of got
So if
me
I-
too, to a degree. It
What?
kind of got me in a way. Like, all right, if Dave sees the papers, he's not going to shit on him. Like, I didn't know the extent. Like, okay, and you did say this. I'm never going to bring up your name. Which means, like, if I'm never going to bring up your name, obviously I'm not going to stream with you. I just didn't put the two together. Like, whoa, it's talent. I didn't understand it. Like, so when you were like X'd out, I was like, oh shit, that's what it meant. And like,
But think
and
about it this way,
Bullfrog was-
Tony. Like, would it not be hypocritical of me to be like go
It
right
would,
back
it
on
would,
that? To be
it
like,
would.
oh yeah,
From-
YR, just let
it
him in on
would.
the call and stuff.
Yes, from
It's a good-
what you said, and how you said it, the way you said it, yes. If going by your terms, how you meant it, that and being true to your word is 100% what you're doing.
Yo,
I
Tony,
didn't
the other
realize you
day,
said that.
he joined a call and we were all on there. He joined the call. What did I do? I immediately fucking disconnected. Because I'm
Yeah, you were
adhering
gone.
to what I fucking agreed to. Yeah, people
Yeah,
might
you're
not
right.
think Dave Rose is consistent, but obviously the track record shows otherwise. But the thing is, though, he connected. What did I do? I disconnected. Why? Because I made the active decision, and I'm holding to my agreement with Bullfrog. And I shouldn't have even said his name, but the fact is, I'm holding my agreement.
Amphibian.
It means
Amphibian.
that I will not interact with him whatsoever. Now, Tony raises a good point, is that he probably had this misconception that, oh, well, now that this is over, I can still interact and we can still be involved in stuff. But I think that Tony has a good point, is that he misinterpreted that and didn't realize what I was trying to say.
100%. 1000%, I think. So let's play these JV clips. Finally.
Your Patreon questions. A lot of people have. Last week I posted. This week I posted. We've got a bunch of questions. Today's show is brought to you by Sith Negan. Last night with a big Bits Bomb drop, sponsoring Corrupted Podcast. We're back, and so are all you guys. So we're gonna be up on Patreon but we will do that every week. Questions, topics, the old school.
I have no idea how to tell the difference.
Exactly. And then some of us
I can't even.
Joe, do you think his momentum is finally over and WWE will gain many views in the ratings?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's just
Is that part of the super chat?
yes.
Okay.
That's about that. Super chat party. Oh, flopping wine. It's like
By the way, and thank you.
You're
And I
welcome.
apologize for the lady.
It's in the Patreon blog. Me and Leah went out to our old city last night to go to
The old stomping grounds.
old stomping grounds. Yeah. Oh, we went there for a hot pot for her birthday, and the lady said, I had to really try really hard not to say something horrible or offensive or something. She goes, yeah, we have Korean here now too. So they had Korean, Chinese, and Japanese. And all the different women walking around, are all, there's all those different, there's Japanese women working there, Korean women working there, and Chinese women working there. But I can't tell, which is what.
Of course you can.
I have no idea how to tell the difference.
Exactly.
Racist
And then,
I can't even tell the difference at this point between Japanese and Chinese food, whatever. Am I uncultured? I guess so. But I just can't tell the difference. I can tell the difference.
I can tell the difference with Japanese and Chinese because the sushi is a lot different.
Tell me the difference. I will say the sushi for Japanese restaurants is 10 times better than Chinese.
Well, that's the thing is it's still Japanese, so it's like that's easy to tell. It's like, okay, sushi is Japanese. Chinese don't have sushi, so sushi is Japanese. That's easy. But when when Japanese start getting into beef and noodles and things like that, then it gets confusing. But then when you get Korean food mixed in, now I really don't know what's going on. So it all just And I was like, and I said to someone, like, oh, you're just
fucking round eyes.
I'm like, oh no, because Irish food or Scottish and English, that would all seem very similar to a lot of people too.
I love when you're labeled racially insensitive for not knowing the difference between cultural foods.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just people really grasp at straws nowadays.
It's not culturally insensitive. It's fucking ignorance of the highest.
I must say, I had that same opinion for my entire life until a year ago, and I actually had to consult with Drew because that loser eats sushi every other day, and he had to tell me like a child what sushi I should start out with, and now we love it. If we can afford to actually eat it,
that's the problem.
That's our comfort food. You know what I mean?
That is the problem. Me and Leah love it, and it's expensive. Yeah. Luckily, there's
and I eat bitch sushi for the most part. I know there's a lot of people that like to do the raw salmon and stuff like that. I eat really bitch. I eat bitch sushi.
Wait, you don't eat raw salmon though? The salmon's good.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm saying the rolls that I choose. I choose the real childish bitchy ones, like California and Philly rolls. I like here we have a spider roll. I don't know if that's common there.
What about a spicy tuna maki? Would you do that?
I've actually had that.
That's awesome.
I've had that one. Steak tartare. Yellowtail roll before. That was okay. That was a little too fishy for me.
Yeah.
So the California rolls, they usually use fake crab. It's really not even real crab. It's
dude, just the name itself should indicate that it's totally fake. It's
garbage.
Oh my god! California rolls are the opposite of anything that could be considered sushi. It's the most North American, Walmart American fucking thing out there.
Yeah, dude, there's the Boston there's plenty of he was literally talking California roll and I think they mentioned they mentioned one more.
Let's keep I get this one's like a spider roll, and it's little fried crab inside the roll. It's fucking great.
That little orangey sauce on the outside of that.
Yeah, it's like a weird teriyaki, but almost like a sweet and sour sauce. Oh my god, I could drink it.
Oh yeah, dude, I like the white tuna, the everything. I like everything. See, that's the problem is I like everything. There's almost nothing I don't like anywhere.
When we go to the place to eat it, if we get takeout, we'll do basic stuff. I'll do a California roll and a spider roll because it's too expensive, man. Sushi's insane. But if we go there, and we got we're like on our anniversary or something, we'll go there and we'll order the boat, and it's you can get fucking 8 rolls of sushi, and you guys just choose 4 rolls a piece, and it's 40, 45, $50 or some shit. But it's enough sushi to really get you filled up.
Well, this place stopped their all you can eat. This used to be all you can eat, so you could it was it was probably $80.
What did they do? Serve a roll at a time, and then you couldn't be hey, bring me 6 rolls of this. You had to be 1 roll at a time.
They would. I don't know. I never tried too much of that, but we ordered a lot because I remember we would order. Here's the problem with that. I would order and think we ordered the hot pot thing, so you get to choose 3 things. So that's what it was. You could choose 3 things. Then you could choose whatever sushi you want. So you're okay. Here's the hot pot thing we want. But I asked for broccoli on one of them, and they brought us a goddamn bowl of broccoli. Water. It was
like a bowl of raw broccoli?
A huge bowl. Of watercress. It wasn't broccoli, it was watercress. Watercress, this gigantic bowl. And I'm dude, what are they fucking insane? We couldn't eat this between the 2 of us. Why did they bring us one of the things is a giant bowl? So I go, are we taking this home? And they go, oh, you can't take anything home. Yeah, no, we don't take it home. I'm well, what? Why did you do this? Was this the end of their watercress? So you were just here you go? But they did it the next time we went there too. And the funny thing is now that they're not all you can eat, you can take it all home. And I'm
you're white.
And yeah. Oh, okay, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. My eyes are too round.
You get white guy coffee.
Yeah, you died.
That's whatever the hell it was.
So it's
Derek Hansen in the chat says caviar is dog shit.
So it's bro, Joe, you don't eat sushi, bro. You don't eat real sushi.
It's Boston sushi.
Yeah, but I'm from Boston and there's real sushi here. They were just talking basically vegetarian sushi, bro. That's what they eat, dude. They don't, you know what I mean? They were naming California roll, and I think he said I I don't know if he said the Boston Maki or.
Doesn't real sushi have like fish
Boston-
eggs, like the orange, those little orange
Depends
pellets?
on
Isn't it the fish
well, it
eggs?
depends on what you're ordering.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
That's
go
maki.
into that.
Have seaweed wrapped in rice.
Yeah,
That's
but
that would be sashimi. No, hold on. That's sushi. I believe. Sashimi has the fish.
Sashimi. We have
You know, I'm talking about. You seen the little orange pellets? That's the actual fish eggs.
Yeah,
correct?
the fish eggs, the roe, fish roe. Yeah, but
Uramaki.
there's certain dishes that have it, certain dishes that do not.
We have nigiri, we have sashimi, we have maki, and
But
we have
that's the thing,
uromaki.
though. Strange, I know a lot about this, and Joe is obviously loving the Walmart American sushi. I mean, I'm surprised he doesn't buy sushi from a fucking gas station.
He probably buys it in like Stop and Shop where they have like the already made pre-packed sushi, which it's not that bad. It's not bad, but it's not expensive, dude. Like, what are you talking about? It's $6 for fucking 6 pieces.
They're going to a restaurant where apparently it's high class or something. And,
Don't matter, bro. Even the sushi that they're eating, California rolls, and even when they have the smoked salmon rolls, which I personally love, the smoked salmon rolls. But even if you're getting that, or if you're getting the what did he say, the spider maki, which is the or there's like a Philly maki which has cream cheese in it, has avocado, and it has smoked salmon. Oh, it's fucking delicious. It has a little and it's wrapped with the rice and the little
Talking about crab rangoon.
No, you fuck.
That's what I like.
Those are fucking good.
You know what I'm
So,
saying?
like, that shit's
Isn't
not
that
even
Thai?
crab rangoon. No, crab
That's
rangoon.
Chinese.
That's Chinese, bro.
It's like cream cheese and in like it's like deep fried cream cheese puff.
And a puffed fucking
Cream
sort of
puff.
paste.
This is what JB is and Jacob RP, the cream puffs.
Basically, it's in some sort of wrapped fila dough-ish kind of maybe not fila dough.
Cream cheese, a little soft like the oven. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
It's at best fucking you get a 6-piece for $18, or $24 for a 6-piece, and that's the thing, like people like JB and Joe, they'll go and they'll just eat sushi when you go to these places, and that's what you're not supposed to do. So you'll load up on fucking 50 pieces of sushi, but that's not how you're supposed to eat sushi. You're supposed to have a couple pieces, have the broth, have some of the side dishes, whatever it is. But
that is true.
But they're filling up on sushi and fucking, having 47 pieces. Of course, it's going to be $150. You know what I mean?
That is true. You do have to go through the whole process, having the miso, having the appetizers, moving on to the sushi, then the meats. There's a whole ceremony to this.
Sure, Travis could indulge us in the process, but fucking yeah, like the miso, like the soup and the broth, that is supposed to like open you up and get you ready for the sushi.
It's a gastronomic preparation for the additional meals. The Asians are very cognizant of these sorts of things.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do have breaking news right now. Breaking news. Tom Brady officially just became the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Big news.
Told you.
Now, gentlemen, I will be calling an end to my stream. Time for me to make some dinner. So I appreciate the cross stream here. And
Davis.
I hope you guys have a good night. I will continue as I cook.
We'll catch up with you tomorrow.
I'll continue to listen as I cook.
Listen to podcast.
We'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Well, okay. But Tuesday is when I go live again.
All right, Big Tuesday.
Thank you, guys. Have yourselves a good night. Ladies and gentlemen, in my chat right now, the 18 viewing, I do hope that you also have a great night. And we're going to end this show off by wishing you a pleasant tonight and awesome tomorrow. I am Devious Dave Rose. Don't forget, I return to my channel on Tuesday. See you soon.